All right, hello and good morning, everybody. It is super early. I'm actually going to talk a little bit quieter because my family is still asleep, but I am excited. If you are joining me live, that's amazing. Actually, I shouldn't say that because if you are some of our friends from across the pond, it is midday, but it is early here. It's basically 6 a.m. But I wanted to get a play of this, and I need to be somewhere today, so I wanted to start nice and early. So here it is. Marvel Champions Next Evolution. We waited like a year for a new box, so this is so exciting to finally get a chance to play this one. Howdy, everybody. My name is the Brandt. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. And I am excited. Good morning, Black Dog. I imagine some of you are waking up and getting ready for your day and joining me, so this should be exciting. To try to go through as much of the campaign as I can. I don't know how much I can do. I've got till 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, which is why I had to start rather early. Why I'm talking kind of quiet. 11 a.m. Well, midday you wouldn't consider noon. I guess, not quite midday, yeah. Right. 5 hours ahead in the UK. But rest of Europe would be 6 hours, if I am correct. Watching with your 17-month-old. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Well, good morning, everybody. We're going to play through this campaign and whatnot. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. Rather than just playing the pre-cons, I've adjusted them a little bit to make them what I think will be just a little bit better. But I wanted to just tweak the pre-cons. I didn't want to completely change what aspects they were in and whatnot. But I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully making the decks a little more efficient and getting through my plays a little bit quicker was the goal. I am not speed rushing it in case people are thinking that's what might be having to happen. Going to get your box in an hour. That's amazing. Good morning, Sindar. Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. I did not think I'd have people on here this early in the morning, and there's plenty of you, so this is exciting. Awesome. Let's go down to the table and let's get rolling. All right, so we've got things set up for the first scenario here. We've got our campaign book. So I made some swaps. So here's Cable, Nathan Summers, and here's his deck. And I swapped in. I put in some cards just to make him a little more efficient. Is there anything else here that I added? Yeah, so I gave him triple resources, and I have these promo ones that we had at Gen Con. I added in push ahead in leadership because that's going to allow him to thwart 3 for 6 or 3 for 9, which will really help clear some of those side schemes. These psychic kickers are going to be really strong, especially when we get later in the campaign. So I'm actually going to float another one of those in. Crew quarters to heal when we go down, and endurance just to keep that health up so we can take hits, and a death focus because he has a bunch of superpowers. So what did I take out? Well, I have a psychic kicker waiting here. Mostly I took out 2 of these Uncanny X-Forces. This is a really good card you can build around, but I don't know that his pre-con was quite set up to be built around that. Caliban's probably the trickiest. He can be really good letting you go get another ally, so if you're playing something that's very ally-heavy, but I'm actually not very ally-heavy with him. I'm focused around Cable's stats, so I did that. I did take out all of these mission plannings. I do think this is a card that you can do things with, but it was definitely the worst card in his pre-con there. Similarly, the Scimitar, he does struggle for damage, and the Scimitar is a nice way to get damage, but it was just one of the cards I pulled. I know that would be a fun one to kind of see in action. And I pulled some sidearms and 1 Power of the Mind because I put the other double resources in. This isn't really super necessary if I have the double resources, so I felt like 6 was going to be too many. So that's how I made the switch for him there. And then similarly with Domino, I added Sense of Justice, so she could play her thwart cards cheaper. A one way or another, just so we could get a little card draw and pull more side schemes. Take advantage of those even the odds she has. But then I just put in some for Justice, so we could clear under Surveillance. A Heroic Intuition, actually to go on Cable, is where I want that to be. Professor X, so we could get a Confusion there, and an Endurance and a Death Focus. So I pulled from her kit I did pull Feral. She's a 4 cost. He deals damage. Damage wasn't something I wanted. I pulled an Even in Odds and an Overwatch. I pulled these 3 Team Investigations, which, they can be okay. I think these can have a use. I think in higher multiplayer games you can clear those players' side schemes fast. and whatnot. And then I pulled 2 of these sharpshooters. Good morning. Happy release day to you as well, Raymond. So yeah, I can only have 1 sharpshooter, so I just pulled those out of the deck. So it was basically a lot of the things that are max so-and-so per player, and I just pulled them out. And then kind of each one, I'm not going to show off mission planning. I'm not going to show off the other one. But you know what? There's going to be so many great content creators showing off this stuff. You're going to be playing it for yourself. So I just decided after so many boxes and so many times where I've just played the straight precons, I'm going to adjust them a little bit and see if it'll help me to play a little smoother, a little quicker was part of the idea. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so looking through here, they talk about player side schemes. The big key thing for us is going to be that we can only have 1 in play at a time. So we have to watch for that. A little bit of exception with the ones from the campaign. So I'll walk through some of this. There'll probably be some unboxings that read more of this for you. But yeah, if you haven't seen, there's these player side schemes that you can put into play. Pretty strong. They did something similar in Lord of the Rings, but they did it different here, so that was nice. A whole bunch of keywords. One of the key ones is going to be assault. So assault is you use your attack instead of your thwart when you are going against that thing. Also, victory is going to be important. That things are going to move to the victory display, which I'm used to putting with the dial. I think that's what Lord of the Rings did. So that's where I tend to stack mine. And then Hope Summers, there's 2 copies of Hope. So there's one where she actually plays in the campaign. And then there's this one that you can actually play regularly. Yep, Precon with a twist. Good morning to you as well, Josh. Talking about attacks against allies and how all that is going to work. Per player costs, which we saw, which I took the card out, and those kind of things. So campaign mode rules, various things. The first thing is that we can't play with Hope because she's going to be part of the campaign, but it's cool they put one in the box that we can play with. The campaign log, which is right on the back and is actually simple to track, so we won't have to worry too much about that here. And then these campaign player side schemes, where we select one at the beginning, we say, oh, we want this one in play, it's going to give us a bonus, but we're going to have to shuffle this card in for the rest of the campaigns. That's a really cool element that they did. And then we're not going to play an expert. That was one of the things I thought about doing, was running the expert campaign, but with my shortened time, I wanted to try to get through more things, so... All right, here we go. I'm sure there'll be people who will be more thorough in terms of what they're doing. I like to get to the gameplay, so if you have questions on any of these things, you can ask me. We can look those things up. I'm going to attempt to not make any mistakes, but you never know. And same with the campaign log. I didn't print one out to write on, so I'm going to just kind of track this as I go one to the other. And I'll leave everything set up if I don't finish, in which case I will finish either this evening, probably not, or I will finish tomorrow. All right, here we go. Gray Malkin, Earth Orbit. And Deadpool says, hey, Cable, you got this 200-inch screen, but only 1 channel? Domino says, if you're bored, Wade, you could take a walk outside. Incoming emergency signal. Cable says, put it on screen, Professor. Hope, what is it? And Hope says, someone is attacking the Morlock tunnels. I'm trying to fend them off, but I need backup. Domino, we're on our way. Deadpool, now that's what I call entertainment. Cable says, take cover until we arrive. Don't try to be a hero. I know the drill, Dad. I had a good teacher. And then, whoosh, looks like they teleport through. Professor, have the team meet us at the Morlock tunnels. Body slide by 3. Nice. So here is our first one, Morlock Siege. The Morlocks, a group of shunned mutants living in exile in forgotten tunnels beneath New York City, are under siege by the mutant mercenary group known as the Marauders. Hope Summer, member of the X-Men and adopted daughter of Cable, was checking on the Morlocks in the wake of recent Sentinel attacks when the Marauders came knocking. You leap into action to help fend off the Marauders and save the Morlocks. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Excuse me, everybody. Where did I put my Morlocks after all that? I'm going to have to find those at some point. All right. So here we go. So we're going to have this. We have our standard set. We have our our military grade. We have mutant slayers, and then we have our 2 obligations. So these are going in here. I found the Morlocks. Perfect. So we take this hide card, we set it aside, we set the Morlocks aside, and we shuffle up. So we're going to have a whole pile of villains here, which is really neat. So this is almost its own set, which you could probably do something fun with, like Mansion Attack, where you could use these, or you could do something like Wrecking Crew and use 4 of these. Would be kind of a neat way to reuse these. And so we're going to shuffle this deck, and the top one is going to be the one in play, and we have to defeat 3, I believe, to win. So they're going to go into this routed card, which is on expert. We're going to play on standard. So if they don't gain retaliate, that's the difference there. Each player records identity in the campaign log. Can't switch identities. The players as a group choose one player side scheme, so that's going to be over here. Put the side scheme into play, mark the side scheme as chosen for scenario 1, take the encounter card in the campaign log row, and put it in there. And then we'll get to our victory. It's funny, I'm talking quiet because my family's sleeping. So let me know if I'm too quiet. Am I lulling you to sleep? Doo-be-doo-be-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Everybody's getting their boxes this weekend, today. Sounds like Ben was in an hour. All right, so this should be well shuffled. So we're going to pick from among all of these. I actually know the one I want already. I feel like one of these is the best to start with in my mind, but we have assembled the team, so this is going to allow us, they all are going to flip. This one's going to allow us to, once per game, we can each go get an ally and put them into play. I think costs 3 or fewer. Establish the safe house is the one that I want. So this one's going to give us the safe house that we can all use in Alter Ego to heal or to draw cards. Gear Up is going to give us pouches, which is a double resource we can shuffle in our deck for the rest of the campaign. That's pretty strong. Mission Prep is going to let us each go get an upgrade of cost 2 or less. That one can be good too. Practice Maneuvers is going to make... This one's really fun. I really want to build something around this. Each event with a printed cost of 3 is reduced by 1. Sorry, 3 or more. So you can really do something fun with that. Good morning, Denteris. Excited to unbox, not excited to sleep. There you go. Yeah, it's just kind of become a thing to get it done, right? And then +1 defense and retaliate. We gain that permanently. So that could be an interesting one, too, to build around protection. So this one in the high events, so suddenly those 3 and 4 cost events that we don't like to play as much would be very playable. But I am going to start with this one, Establish Safe House. So this is going to come into play. We're going to set the safe house aside for now. And we're going to shuffle Vanquisher into the deck. So he has Surge. All right, I did not shuffle these up yet, so I just have Arclight on top. So we're going to shuffle. I am in the corner. I am looking straight ahead, so I'm not cheating here. And we are going to get Riptide. So Riptide is a 1/1. When Riptide attacks you or an ally you control, place 2 threat on the main scheme and 1 threat on each side scheme, or give Riptide +2 attack. And has 9 health per player, so they're pretty low on their health because we're going to have to defeat 3 of them. When they're defeated, they go under here, and then the next villain in the stack becomes our next one, and it immediately activates against all of us. So that's pretty cool. That's something we haven't seen as much of, the immediately activates. All right. Put the routed environment into play, set the hide treachery on each Morlock ally aside, shuffle the villains together to create the deck. The top card is in play. All right, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 knock counter here. If there are at least 3 knock counters here, advance to stage 2A. If there are 3 villains under routed, the players win the game. So that's where it tells us our victory condition. All right, so we're starting with 2 threat on there. It can go to 12. Safe house starts with 8. And away we go, except I have to shuffle. Nice, so who are people looking forward to? It sounds like Cable was very popular in terms of being powerful, but Domino is a new mechanic, so people are very excited for her. How about for all of you out there? Who are you excited for? Are you a pre-con person? Are you an adjust the pre-con person? Are you a, oh my gosh, I'm putting Cable in Justice ASAP and playing solo? I think he's very strong. So what is your jam? All right, we got this shuffled up for Cable. We'll have Cable go first. Here's our first player token. And I forget on this space how full it gets. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's a mind scan that we're going to need. In fact, probably need all of our mind scans. I also have a push ahead, which is interesting if I could get both of these played, but I could not. If I did get a double resource, however, I could. So that's kind of interesting. So maybe we'll get rid of these 3 and see if we can draw a double. All right, we got this one. So now we could play all these. Oh my gosh, there's all my mind scans, though. That's going to be a little bit of a mess. All right. So that will be interesting. Okay, well, we got a plan. And then we're going to have to figure out how to get those cards back. That's going to be a little bit messy. Domino is maybe the hero I have been the most excited for since Ghost Spider. Yeah, those reactions and whatnot that Ghost Spider had were really cool, and it's definitely more like that. A little more excited for Domino, I think. Started out being Cable, but somehow Domino piques my interest with her. You know, I have this little heart that's in the corner there. Her luck manipulation. There it is. So I can't read the word that's like the last thing somebody typed at the very end. I can see LU, and then I had to figure out it was luck. I'm excited for both, and I never play precons. I have as much fun deck building as playing. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm also looking forward to messing around with the discard effect cards with Miss Marvel, Iron Man and Miss Marvel. I totally agree. We're talking about doing an expert campaign on here, and I was like, I am all over Miss Marvel and putting all those cards in there so that I can constantly grab them. So, all right, here we go. It should be well shuffled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we do have a side scheme that we could put in play here. We have a pistol we could get out early. We have an even the odds to help, or just getting some setup with Outlaw, which will give us a tough status card. So, cool. All right. So first thing we get to do with Nathan Summers, do I need to go get anything else here? I think I'm fine. I guess we're getting rain today. I now hear it. So I get to search my deck and discard pile for a side scheme and put it into play. Also of note, he can use any side scheme. So kind of like how Cyclops can use any X-Men allies. Did I miss Technovirus Purge? Probably while I was talking. Yep. All right. So it is questionable whether this is the one you definitively want to use. It can come back with his obligation. But I think in solo and 2-player, it's pretty much what you want to do. And I have a mind scan, so I know I can clear it is the other key part of all of that. So that's how that goes. All right. So we are going to start by flipping up to Cable. And sorry, Technovirus Purge has 5 on it, but only Cable can clear from it. So I'm going to exhaust to thwart for 2. And then I'm going to use Power of the Mind, which says double the number of resources this card generates while paying for a psionic card. So Mind Scan is a psionic card. It's psionic, superpower, and thwart. So lots of ways to reduce that. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove 1 additional for each side scheme in the victory display, which there are not any. But that will remove 3. Technovirus Purge goes here, and now Cable is +1, +1, +1, and is psionic. So do note that I don't have to be psionic. I just have to be paying for a psionic card for that to work. So those will clear, and then I will use Cable's ability, which says after he defeats a side scheme, ready him. So I will ready him. And then I'm going to use Mind Scan, and Gray Malkin, I hate missing that, to play Push Ahead. So Push Ahead is I exhaust and remove threat from a scheme equal to the total of my thwart, attack, and defense. So 3, 3, and 3 is 9, so I'm going to clear this established safe house, which flips over and says it enters play with a safe house counter. I can remove that counter and put the safe house support into play under my control. So here is Safe House. So that's where I really like Push Ahead, is on turn 1 I can clear those side schemes, specifically in multiplayer. So I'm going to set this aside now because this doesn't do anything, but we now have this as a campaign card. So I'm just going to move it up here to clear my space. So Safe House says, in Alter Ego, I can heal 2 damage or draw a card, and any player may trigger this ability, but only once per player. All right, so we come over here, and now we can draw a card. So we will draw. All right, we get another pistol, so I guess the worlds are aligning for us on that front. So we'll use this strength double resource to play Domino's pistol. We will put out... I'm going to put that out. I think so. Do we want painted lady? Yeah, we'll put this out. All right, we'll take out the guards, and then we're going to pay painted lady, even the odds, and pistol. Oh, wait, hold on. Check this out. We are going to use our ability, choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your discard pile. So we're going to choose, we'll just choose the pistol. We're going to swap. And then we're going to use strength and even the odds to play outlaw, who comes in with a tough. And I will read through these cards for you, I promise. Flip over to Domino. Did I ever draw a card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I never even... Hold on. Oh, 7. I knew I drew a card. All right. So we will flip over to Domino here. And then we've got all these cards. So when Outlaw attacks, I discard the top card of my deck and get +1 attack for each resource icon discarded this way. When counting resources on cards with Domino, I count anything that's a wild twice. I can choose a card in my hand and swap it with the top card of my deck if I want to, so I could get this painted lady there, but I think I want to play this card. And then my pistol allows me to attack basically by discarding, so that's a wild, so Domino will double it, and I will deal 2 damage to the villain. And I need to put 8 threat on this. Take out the guards is a side scheme, and when it's defeated, each player may discard 1 non-elite minion from play. Whew. Dan, I have to leave to be somewhere around 10 o'clock, 10:15, so I started early so I could play as much of the campaign as I could. Was the idea. All right, then what are we going to do? Are we going to thwart that scheme? Nah, we'll just hit him for 2. Bring him down to 14, and Outlaw is going to be there to block. All right, so we will draw back up. We have played our first turn. There's Jackpot. So Jackpot is a triple resource. Once you discard it from the top of the deck, you shuffle it back in. So it's a nice prime target for Domino's ability right there. All right, Cable's getting side schemes and a psychic kicker. All sorts of things. We got Body Slide and Precognition. So this one lets us look at cards on the top of the deck. This one lets us change form, and everybody can change form, which is kind of nice. Just got an Endurance, which I think is something that I'm going to want out there. No push ahead to clear that, but that's not a big one. May get a little bit stuck because this lock and load would be nice to have, but is what it is. All right, so we're adding 2 more threat to this, and we're adding a knock-knock counter. So we're trying to fight off these villains while they're trying to break into the Morlock place. You've been excited to see me play through. Well, here I am playing. I'm excited to play it. It's a little early, so I'm trying to talk with a gusto, but also not so loud that I wake up my family. I do have a soda, so I can have some caffeine. All right. So Riptide is going to attack me, so I either have to put 2 threat on here and 1 on here, or get +2 attack. So we'll put 2 threat on the main. We'll put 1 threat on here. That's going to go to 9. And then he's going to attack for 1 + 2. And that's my Technovirus Resurgence, which I like seeing. So I am down to 9, because he starts at 12 health. She starts at 9. I'm going to defend here with Outlaw and give him +2. So he attacks for 3. He or she. I think we'll just say they. So they're going to attack me for 5, and we'll lose a tough. And then we each get an encounter card. Pushed to the limit. Attached to the villain. While there's exactly 1 villain under routed, attached villain gains steady, while there are exactly 2 villains under routed gains stalwart. But has +1. Attached villain attacks you, and then we can discard this card. So I can goad them. Oh no, Memories of Armageddon already. All right, so treat your printed text box as if it were blank, so I don't have abilities here. Exhaust your identity, so I won't be able to use my jackpot. Oh no. All right, so this is going to pass over to here, to Domino. So we can fire. We'll only get the one off now, huh? Let's see. All right, so what do we want to do here? We really just want to keep that threat under control. So we're going to use our jackpot, I know, to put a heroic intuition on Cable, who will now thwart for 4. And then, man, we will flip. I guess we gotta fire the pistol. We'll fire the pistol for 1 damage. We will flip and exhaust to get rid of Memories of Armageddon. Discarded. So yeah, that one stays in play. Alright, now we can use our ability to swap if we want to, but instead what we're going to do is use the safe house to draw a card. That's my Digging Deep. And then I'm going to use these two. Oh, I don't need Under Surveillance on there, do I? Okay. So I will use these two, Digging Deep and Under Surveillance, to play Diamondback, who I can exhaust and deal 1 damage to each enemy. So that is a double. But if this is discarded from the top of your deck, add it to your hand. Nice. So, exhaust her, deal 1 damage to her, and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource. So that's only going to be a single because I don't have that ability where it becomes double. So I deal 1. And then I will use that one to play the Painted Lady, which says when I discard a card, I can attach it here, and then I can exhaust this to add a card to my hand. So I can kind of cycle my cards through here. All right, cool. We just got to keep that threat down a little bit. That one's going to be a little tricky. Might have to avoid that for a little bit here. All right, so Cable's going to thwart for 4. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself for that one now. Ooh, I actually could use this Psychic Kicker. Thwarts for 3. I thwart for 4. We'd bring that down to 2. Well, you know what I'll do is I will body slide. I'll flip to this form. I'll heal 2 from the safe house, and then I'll flip back up. And then I will use my precognition. Maybe I'll just do that. So I'm going to spend my lock and load to play Endurance. I got lots of health. 14. And then I'll play my precognition, which lets me look at the top X cards of the encounter deck. So now I know it's going to be a single boost. May discard one of those cards, but I'm okay with a single boost there. So I'm going to leave that. And I guess I'll keep my Psychic Kicker. No, you know what? I should have played this on Domino's turn. So that would ready Outlaw, who can now thwart or attack for +2. I'll just have Outlaw attack and discard. So that'd be +1. So she attacks for 4. So we're down to 8. I know it's a little bit out of turn. That's what happens when you play two-handed and you look at your other hand. All right. We should be good now. So we got lots of health on Cable. Yeah, it's an interesting choice with Cable there, especially without the mind scans of whether you want to defend or not. He's got a good defense stat. All right. But they've got answers in here for everything, which is nice. All right, cool. These look good. Good. White Fox, when she's discarded, she comes into play, so that's really strong. Got it for Justice. So the key here is when this gets 3 knock-knock counters, it goes to the next scheme. So I don't really have to worry about dealing with it as long as I just keep it under control there. And it's not a loss if this pops. So it goes one way or the other is the idea. All right. So Riptide is going to scheme for 1. Tag shoe. +1 is 2. So this is going to go to 6, which should be fine. And then Riptide is going to attack over here. Ooh, we're going to make it go to 8. I think so. So we'll put 2 on here and 1 on here. We're really running ourselves into a problem with this take out the guards. But hopefully it'll all work out well. So Riptide is now attacking me for 2 plus 1 is 3, and I will go to 11. And then we get cards. It is an Assault, which will surge into a Harpoon, who is a guard. And Bolstered by Wrath. Attach to the villain. Exhaust character you control and spend X resource of any type. X is the number of villains under routed. Discard this card. So +1/+1. Oof. So if we do defeat that villain, that will go away. That's the other way we could do that. So, all right. Come on back over here. So this won't pop next turn because it's going to go to 10 and then 3. So we don't have to deal with that at all, which is nice to know. We have this force field we could get down. We could also get our rifle down. So the rifle, we can spend a lightning resource. And we can deal damage equal to the number of cards in the victory display. So that's pretty good. But I think I will play this force field instead. So this is just when I would take damage, discard this, and prevent all the damage, but I have to be in hero form. I'm going to use my rifle to play my Deaf Focus, and my Deaf Focus to play my Forced Amnesia. So this is when I clear a side scheme, I can put it in the victory display. Alright, so all I have is a thwart of 4, an attack of 3. So we could try to take out Harpoon here. Thwart of 4. I have 4 here for 8, because we could take out Harpoon with that. So 4 plus 4. And I'd have to do 1, 2. And I could do it. Or Wolfsbane could come in. Alright, let me draw a card first. Posse, so I can ready all of these. Which isn't bad. Another way to do that, I could get White Fox into play. Alright, I think we got a play here. So Cable will thwart this one for 4 here. And then I will flip down to this form here. And I will heal 2 with the Safe House. Alright, so I can swap a card with my Deft Focus, which is fine. I don't have anything that I'm trying to do too much with, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that currently. I will flip up. I'm going to swap White Fox, however, with the top of my deck. Ooh, there's an Overwatch. And then I need to do something. I have Guard, so that becomes tricky. I can use Diamondback, but then I can't heal her. So what could I do to draw? I could do this Good Workout. Okay, so I think I pretty much just have to fire the pistol at Harpoon, deal a damage, and then White Fox comes into play. Okay. I'll try to talk a little louder now. All right, so White Fox is in play, so now we can figure out these are all members of the posse, so I will thwart for 1 here to clear 1 off of that. I will also have White Fox thwart for 1. Unfortunately, I couldn't have Cable be the one to clear this, then he would ready, so it's a little bit off. Terms of things that I'm trying to do, right? Then, yeah, it's a little weird here. I think I just need to spend these 2, so I'm going to spend... I need to save a mental. I'm going to spend Overwatch and a Good Workout to play the posse, which readies all of them and heals 1 from them. There wasn't really anything I could do with Outlaw. And then I will play... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, hold on. I can. So before I play this, I will play Atlas Bear, and... Man, I'd like to get Wolfsbane out. Alright. Atlas Bear and Probability Field. With a mental to play for Justice, which will clear, take out the guards. So each player may discard one non-elite minion from play. So that'll get rid of Harpoon and put that in the victory display. Then I will use these to play the Posse. I don't even need Overwatch on the main scheme, so I might as well hold Wolfsbane. Okay. Posse will ready everybody here, 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 and here. Nope. Then I will have Outlaw attack, which will be for 2. Then she readies and heals, but she should still have 1 on her. Oof, sorry about that, everybody. That was not shown off well. All right, now since I'm not worried about things, we're just going to attack, attack, attack. We'll leave Diamond back in case we run into issues. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, well, bring him down to 1. All right, perfect. And then, oh, some of these cards got discarded, so we're actually going to put one way or another under the Painted Lady. Do we want any of these other ones? Nope. We'll live without Sharpshooter for now. Okay, whew, sorry, a little bit of a mess there. She's definitely a tricky play, and that Posse card, the timing of that with a guard. All right, Luck Be Lady's probably the best card in our deck here, right? Where we can flip a card, and then we can heal 2, remove 2 threat, or deal 3 damage to an enemy for 1, and then if we double it up, it's even better value. So that's just a 1-of in there. We'll ready him up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This crazy Temporal Leap card, which is pretty nuts. When the main scheme would be completed, remove this card from the game and put a side scheme for the victory display and display. Move 4 threat from the main scheme to that side scheme. Whew. Man. So yeah, it lets you just not lose the game to threat, which is pretty strong. Very strong. All right, so speaking of strong here, we are going to place 2 threat on here, so it goes to 10. And then we place our 3rd knock-knock counter. Knock-knock. So the villains are trying to get into the Morlocks, but we held them off by fighting them. All right. Each player puts 1 set-aside Morlock ally into play under their control. 2 if you were playing solo. Shuffle the Hide Treachery into encounter deck. If the previous stage was advanced by knock counters, give each Morlock ally a tough status card. All right, so we got 4 Morlocks here. We're going to use 2 of them. So we got 1 here, we got 1 here, and then we get this Hide card, which is a search, but it gives Morlocks tough. And since we did advance that way, had we not advanced that way, then we would have to be dealing with Morlocks without a tough. And then the forced interrupt on the Morlock, first off, they don't count towards our ally limit. And then secondly, when an enemy attacks you, it attacks a Morlock you control instead. So we're seeing that where they're going to attack the allies, so we'd have to defend for them. But now that they have a tough, they can take the hit, so that's the nice part. All right, Cable was first, so no threat is on this because it just advanced. He's going to scheme against me for 1, 2, 3, 4, so that will go to 4, and then he's going to attack over here, and he's going to attack this Morlock who's tough, so we're just going to give him +2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 0. Ooh, I hear a lot of rain out there. Is my stream still good? Yeah. Wow, there's so many people here. Thanks, everybody, for being up this early and hanging out with me. This is fun. All right, so I lose the tough status card over here. I'm going to try to increase my volume just a little bit with my talking. Let me know if it's quiet. Maybe it's nice in the morning. Maybe it's kind of like the soothing sounds of the brandt. All right. So now we get our encounter card. So this one is going to be Bound by Business. Discard cards in the deck until a Marauder minion that does not share a title with a card in play is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with you. All right, so we get Blockbuster. Blockbuster Video. Oh, Seek the Weak. Hero form. The villain attacks you. If there's at least 1 villain underrouted, this gains Overkill. So we're getting attacked again, which means he's attacking the Morlock. So Outlaw is just going to jump in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good thing it doesn't gain Overkill. That's when we get ourselves into trouble. All right, we're good. So we pass over here. And remember that we can heal here or draw a card. Since I'm at 13, I'm going to go ahead and draw Let's see what I have. That's my EVA. So I can get my crew quarters down. Not super necessary here, so Deathlock could be a play. Sunspot could be a play, but I do not have a lot of lightning resources. And then maybe just this Temporal Leap is what we're looking at doing, so could be simple this turn. We don't have a side scheme to deal with. Alright, we've got Luck Be a Lady. We could then get Wolfsbane in if we wanted to. We have this one way or another for the next turn. Diamondback for damage. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, let's swap Lucky and Good with the top card of our deck, which is an Overwatch. Then we're going to play it with the Overwatch and discard Lucky and Good. So we get a wild, but it's going to count as 2 wild, so we can trigger this twice. As choose one of the above. So we can heal 2 damage, remove 2 threat, or deal 3 damage. So let's deal 3 here. And let's remove 2 threat from here. Perfect. Alright, so that card was good. And we just discarded this one, so let's put it under here, under the Painted Lady. Then, what have we got here? So we can fire the pistol here to see if we finish him off. And it is a 1, so we do not. We could also put our Endurance under there, which seems good. So we deal 1 damage. Could also have attacked with Domino. And this is going to attack when I defeat it, which is probably what I want to do at this point. So let's have Diamondback attack, or do Diamondback thing. So it's going to be double. So 2 to Blockbuster is out, and 2 to Riptide. So Riptide is out. Riptide goes under here. These get discarded. And we have Chimera. Is this one of those names? I always say Chimera. People say like Chimera. Pretty sure everybody does the CHI as the Chi sound. Alright, after villain is defeated, put under here. Discard each minion that shares a title with the top villain of the deck. The villain activates against each player in player order. Alright, so Chimera is attacking. So you either have to spend a mental resource or Chimera gets +2 attack. You know what? I'm just going to take the damage and I will spend the mental with the right place, right time. So 1 + 3, that's what I get. I go to 5. Okay. So there is that. And then over here, 1 + 2 is 3, so this one will go to 5. And I've got more threat to deal with. Alright, so 22 health here. Cool, we're good. I'm always just checking. I'm not seeing a lot of chat, and I'm nervous. Last week when I tried to stream, it was a huge mess. So as long as it is not a huge mess. All right, White Fox is going to remove a threat from this, which can go to 16. Diamondback should have a damage. This Morlock is going to attack for 1. Revenge! Domino will attack for 2. Bring that to 19. Flip down. Exhaust the Painted Lady. What do I want to do? Do I want to get Wolfsbane out? Or maybe just that Endurance now that I got hit so hard? I will use my Even the Odds to play my Endurance to go to 8. And then I will heal 2 with the Safe House. And I guess I'm still holding Wolfsbane. I have not been super effective. I do find that's a thing with Nina's. I'm not always as effective with my resources for whatever reason. Maybe because of the swapping cards. Oh, I also could have swapped with something from here, but that's fine. Okay, we should be good there now. Hopefully we don't want to switch anything back. Alright, looks pretty simple over here. So I drew my card. I'm going to flip up. I am going to spend a Strength, a Sidearm, and an EVA to play Deathlock. Deathlock says, after Deathlock enters play, choose an upgrade in any player's discard pile with a cost of 1 or less that can be attached to Deathlock and attach it. So that's got some fun implications for sure. We're going to put this sidearm on here. So Deathlock is going to attack for +1, which is what we're going to do. We're going to hit for 3 to bring this one down to 16. Cable is then going to attack, thwart for 4 to clear that. Unfortunately, it's not a side scheme, so we don't get to ready. And then we're going to use Sunspot and Crew Quarters to play this Temporal Leap. That's what we got. Ready 'em up. All right, over here, we're drawing. We got 2 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we want to draw another card, we are in business. Sense of Justice, Wolfsbane. We can actually grab that, even the odds. Cable will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my mission leader, which I can play. And when we clear this, we go get a card. So that's pretty strong. And then there's Deadpool, who we can actually play this with and then put into play. So we are in a good spot. I'm going to put this safe house right here. It is under Cable's control. But maybe a little bit easier to deal with. We're running short on space. That's the fun of Champions. See if you can make it fit. All right, we add 2 here. Hey, what's up, Gadsden? Chimera is scheming for 1, +2 is 3. Yikes, not getting those 0s and 1s. All right, and then attacking here, Spendamental is going to attack into the Morlock, so +2, so 3 +0. Now we get the 0 when it's a tough. All right, and that's going to go away. So we're going to get our encounter cards. Assault will surge into an inhibitor collar. So my text box is blank. I can either exhaust a character I control or take 3 damage. Exhaust a character and discard it. Oh, cool. Okay, anybody can do it. That's not too bad. Oh no, Shadow of the Past. So bad. Okay. He's got a rough Shadows. But hey, it wouldn't be fun without it. All right, so we are putting Strife into play. Strife is villainous. When I play a psionic event, cancel it. And then I'm putting Back to the Future into play. Cable player cannot remove threat from schemes other than Back to the Future. Other players cannot remove threat from Back to the Future. The Cable player cannot damage enemies, not engage with them. Other players cannot damage. So it's like I'm in my own little warp here, right? So it's just Strife and Back to the Future and me until I clear that, which is why I like to get the Heroic Intuition on so he can clear it. All right, and then these 3 get shuffled in. Telekinetic Blast, Mind Scan, and Telekinetic Force Field. I did show how I changed the precons already. Yes, at the beginning. So the main things I did was add things like Def Focus and Endurance. I put in the Psychic Kickers for Cable that can let me ready allies and give them plus stats. With Nina, and I took out... I have the cards here. I took out these mission plannings, which again, I like to show the precons because I like to show how a lot of cards can work. That's a tricky one there. The Scimitar is probably the saddest one that I would like to have in, and I took out a Power of the Mind because I put in double resources because he didn't have any. And then with Nina, I took out an Even the Ons and an Overwatch. I took out these Team Investigations. Same kind of thing. I'd like to show how that card can work. I don't think it's a super great card or super effective, but it could be really good in 3 and 4 player, maybe even 2, to just, boom, clear a big side scheme. But with Cable, I can kind of do that anyway, so you got to think, if you're playing 2 heroes that have 1 thwart, this can be really helpful. And I took out Sharpshooters because I can only have 1 in play. Put in Sense of Justice, a one way or another. Those are main cards that I put in. It's not a problem. Shadows is not a problem. All right, so we're coming over here. Cable is going to be first. So we are going to, first things first, we're going to use our... What are we going to do? We're going to use Frenemies to play Mission Leader. So this is after a side scheme is defeated, exhausted, and everybody draws a card. So then we will thwart Back to the Future for 4. When Back to the Future goes away, we're going to use our forced amnesia to put it in the victory display. So now we have 3 up there. Then we're going to trigger mission leader, and we're going to ready cable. So we draw a card, which is a professor, and Nina draws a card, which is a good workout. And I want her to draw another card. But I want to see if I want to do my abilities first. Is there anything I want to swap for even the odds? No, we're not going to have any side schemes in play. All right, so we're going to have her draw another card, which is Professor X. So she's drawing a card with the safe house. Steve is proud of me for the tribute. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Thank you, Anthony. I'm glad to hear you're watching. Yeah, there's lots of content creators. There's lots of things going up today. So enjoy the day, play the games, leave your box, watch various people play. This is fun. This is exciting. We've been waiting a while, so it's good. I'm a little low key because my family is sleeping underneath me. So if I don't sound as excited, I totally am. I'm just trying to keep it quiet for them. All right. Excuse me. So I guess it's time to get down Deadpool. So we'll pay 3 for Deadpool. We're going to get rid of this call for backup, which is a little bit sad. And then we will punch Strife. Hold on. We will punch Strife for 3 with Deadlock. We're going to exhaust this Morlock to clear this collar. Exhaust character you control. Cool. We're going to punch for 2 with Deadpool, which is going to take out Strife. Deadpool is... when Deadpool would be defeated by consequential damage, heal 3 from him instead. Add an acceleration token to the main scheme. This was that ability that I was able to do that with. Then Cable will thwart for 4. Flip down, draw a card with the safe house, and I'm going to use the push the head to play the Professor, and the Professor lets me either search my deck and discard pile for a player side scheme, or just draw a card. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't really want to get an extra card there. So let's get a player side scheme. Let's get lock and load, because it's damage time. So we're going to put this one in our hand. Okay, sorry. I know it's a little bit messy here. So let's exhaust Painted Lady to put one way or another into our hand. Oof, man. We did the safe house. We're going to flip up with Domino. We're going to play one way or another. I also like to live dangerously and see if there's a side scheme in here. All right, so by any means, looks good. We're going to put that one in play. Oh, well, that one's even more silly. All right, so we'll put that one into play. Shuffle this up. In the midst of chaos, it comes in with 3 plus 1 per player for each villain under routed. So it's going to have 5 on it. Sounds good. We're going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. My goodness. Okay, then we can swap. So we're going to swap the top card of our deck with Digging Deep. We're going to then play Luck Be a Lady, which is a superpower. Oh my gosh. We're going to use Even the Odds. So we're going to play Luck Be a Lady. This gets discarded. It's a Digging Deep. So we'll go here and we get to do 2 things. So we can heal 2 and remove or deal 3 damage. And we can remove threat. Well, I'm not worried about threat. So we're going to deal 3 again. Looks good. Then we're going to fire the pistol. And that's going to be a double. We'll put the pug under here. It's going to be a wild, which is a double. So that's going to go to 8. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we'll play a good workout with this double here. So a good workout is going to deal 4 damage plus Digging Deep 2. So that's going to be 6 to bring this to 2. My goodness, here comes the damage. And my lights are blinking. All right, we're going to spend this double and a Digging Deep to play Professor X, who's going to come in and confuse Chimera. Thwart for 3 here to bring this down to 2. I'm not over my ally limit because the Morlock doesn't count. Domino is going to attack for 2. Oh, that's going to do that. Yeah, sure. It's time to get this ended. So Chimera goes under here. And we have 2 under here now. And then Blockbuster is going to activate, so he's confused. He's a 0 anyway, so it's kind of a waste. And then he's going to attack. So he either gets a tough status card, or he gets +2 to his attack, and he's attacking this Morlock. So we're going to give him +2. He's got 11 health. 22. He's going to attack here, and White Fox is going to block. So 4. Oh, here's our hide. So give a Morlock ally a tough status card. We're going to give it to this one. And the villain an extra boost. So +1. So White Fox is out. Whew, a lot of things to track here. Okay, then we're going to play Lucky Break. You know what? At this point, we're just going to... We're going to be a little bit short on resources, so we'll just hold stuff. I'm not super worried about the threat. The Digging Deep could go on top. So bye-bye Wolfsbane, and bye-bye Sense of Justice. We're going to play another pistol. The pistol will give us Jackpot. So we're going to hit for 3. So he's down to 19, and Jackpot gets shuffled back in. Whew, okay. We also have this Lucky Break here, which is when you reveal an encounter card, you can discard it, cancel it, and draw a new one. It's a cool little card. And then you discard this card. Alright, we should have 19 damage in us for next turn. We're going to get rid of this right place, right time to try to draw some more damage. Okay, well, we got cards. Alright, over here. Right, I wasn't going to play the pistol because he's going to draw that, but that's fine. And there's a telekinetic blast, so these two should be able to do what we're looking to do. Alright, we're in good shape. So we add 2 threat to the main scheme. Sorry, we had 3 threat to the main scheme because of In the Midst of Chaos. Then he is scheming over here for 0, +3, of course. And then attacking over here where he either gets a tough status card, but that's fine. We're just going to attack into Professor X. So 4, 5, it gains overkill. So 2, and I take 3 to go to 7. So they've been smart about that. A little risque. All right, then we get our encounter cards here. By any means, there's going to be 3 + 2 threat per 1 under routed. So that's going to come in with 7, and it has a hazard icon. Then we are going to get Vanquisher. Return the support you control with the highest cost to your hand. Support. Uh-oh. So the only support I have is this one, so these are going to get discarded. So Painted Lady is back in my hand. Alright, and it surges into Seek the Weak. The villain attacks you. If there's at least 1 villain under routed, this attack gains overkill. Alright, so we're going to block with this Morlock. So he's going to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7. And that tough status card will absorb it all. And then Titanium Exoskeleton. Attach the enemy with the fewest remaining hit points. Can't take more than 2 damage per attack. Okay. Well, let's finish this off. What do you say? So, let's go ahead and swap the top card with Jackpot. We will attack for 3. Sorry, we'll attack and discard. It's a 3. We'll shuffle Jackpot back in. Yeah, the real key with Jackpot is you want to get down to like 2 cards and then be able to put it on top. And then you can use it, use something else, use it again. Keep shuffling it back in. All right, we'll attack for 2. will attack for 1 and 1. Diamondback is out. We'll attack with the other pistol for 1, down to 11. Do I have any attack cards here? I have Outlaw. Oh, I could have swapped that on top. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, we'll play Outlaw. Outlaw comes in with a tough, but we're just going to have her attack and use it. +1, so she hits for 2. That's 9. We'll flip down. We'll heal 2. And we'll play Painted Lady. All right, over here, we're just not going to do much. We're going to flip up. And we're going to spend 3 to play Telekinetic Blast. In fact, we can use Def Focus as part of that. So Def Focus and 2 is going to play Telekinetic Blast. Sorry. And these 2. Whew. And it says deal 6 damage to an enemy, 1 additional for each in the side scheme. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 9 damage, and that's a win. All right. We got it down. Cool. So there is the first one, Morlock Siege. So we'll keep on moving. Actually, maybe instead of doing all this, now I will read the comic, because that's a little more interesting of a finish. So record the name of each villain under Routed in the victory display. So we're going to have these 3, Riptide, Chimera, and Blockbuster. I'm just going to set them off to the side here. Routed here as well. Mark the player side scheme as chosen for number 1 in the scenario. So we have that right here. We chose Establish Safe House. Record the number of Morlock allies still in play. So that's 2. And if there's a campaign environment, it is now earned. Awesome. All right, so next comic here is... Oh, man. Do I know all these people? That's Domino. Guess the cowards have had enough. And then Cable says, no, this withdrawal is strategic. X-Force, tail the Marauders. And then minutes later, here they all are. I have eyes on them. It looks like Angel up there. You have the girl? Yes, the Senator's inhibitor tech worked nicely. Good. Hand her over. Not so fast. Help us take X-Force out. Then she's yours. They're in the construction site, and they have hope. Proceed with caution, team. Let's nail these punks. All right. You turned back the Marauders' attack and saved many Morlock lives, but in their retreat, the Marauders captured Hope. You get the feeling that she was the real reason for the attack. You pursue the Marauders to an abandoned construction site on the surface. You crash their attempt to hand Hope over to the Nasty Boys, known henchmen of the mutant mastermind, Mr. Sinister. The Marauder holding Hope captive tries to escape, while the combined forces of the Nasty Boys and the other Marauders cover their retreat. All right, so now we're using military-grade Mutant Slayers and Nasty Boys. And then we're going to choose a villain. So we only end up using 1, and we're going to put Hope's Captor into play. All right, so let's clear this stuff up. Everybody still doing well out there? I'm hoping. Yeah, this is the messy part. This just takes a while to clean up. Cards everywhere. We're going to come back to you. All right, so we got to sort all this stuff out. Let's get all this away. We have 2 Morlock allies marked here as well. Okay, so there's my decks. And we got to sort here. Alright, Morlock Siege. These go in here. Cable's Nemesis. Standard encounter sets. These are all going in. A lot of cards on this next one. There's Domino's Obligation, Cables. Nemesis cards. There we go. Okay, so here is that. We survived Shadow of the Past, even though it's a tough one. All right, so we're going to shuffle here because we're going to do the same thing. And we are going to have to face off against Vertigo. All right, and Vanquisher stays in from our other one here. All right, so here is our next one. This is On the Run. And we have Hope's Captor attached to here on the Confident side. And I think we're good. So we also have the Nasty Boys here, so it's a very small set. Nasty Boys are part of this, so we're shuffling all this together. Put a random Marauder villain into play. Remove the minion with the same title. And each other villain, so that's gone. Attach Hope's Captor attachment to the villain, Confident side up. Then we're going to go to this side. Each Marauder minion gains steady. In expert mode, the villain also gains steady. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck for a Marauder minion and puts it into play, engaged with them. Ooh. All right. Well, we don't want to retaliate one. Grey Crow. Maybe he does have retaliate before health. Put Vanquisher in. Surge and puts it into play. Does Surge still trigger for put into play? I don't actually remember. Oh, that works. We have a patrol one here. Blockbuster. Ooh. Alright, well, we'll try these two, because I'm not sure if Surge works there. That's a lot of rain. Alright. When the villain would attack you, if a Marauder minion is engaged with you, the villain schemes instead. So they're basically trying to run away. Right? Gotta get away. They have 9 health per player, so that's going to be 18 health. Okay. 18. So 2 threat goes here. We've got these in play, and then we've got to do our campaign setup stuff. Which maybe they now changed to be earlier. I should have looked that up. All right. So yeah, this just says the ones I recorded I removed, so I can't end up fighting one that I just fought. For each Morlock save, choose a player to search their deck for 1 card, add that card to their hand. So we're going to get an extra card. That's nice. We're going to get our campaign environment, but each enemy gets a tough status card. So we get to have our safe house, but they're going to have tough statuses. That's going to be a pain. And then we pick another scheme. All right. So we need to pick another one over here. Not here, here. Well, adding allies is pretty strong. Come on. So let's see. So this one's assemble the team. We could get the double resources in there, which is really strong for her. This one is the triple. This one is an upgrade. Pretty good. I think we'll go assemble the team here. All right. So assemble the team is going to come in with 8 on it. And we're going to have to put Malice in here. Also has Surge. Campaign setup is before you draw your hand. Oh, okay, so I'm going to choose a card that'll be in my hand, but I won't have a 7th card. Got it. Sounds good. Alright, so do I want Mind Scan to clear my Technovirus Purge, or do I want my... Was it identity specific? Woo, it's loud out there. 1 card. Which one do I want? That one could clear assemble the team, but not until I clear the other ones. Let's try it. I'm going to put push ahead in my hand and see if I can get that same start that I got last time, especially if I have this in play. So this comes into play with a counter on it, and I can choose when to put Safe House into play. But I think it just makes sense. Perfect. Thank you, Brombe. All right, 1, 2, 3, 5. So do I need that telekinetic blast to get rid of them? I don't think so. The guards one could be good, though. That could be a way to do this instead, huh? But that's 8 that I have to get rid of. That one is pretty cheap to play. All right, well, I don't need these two. Oh, Lure the Guards Away should be in her deck. I don't really need Temporal Leap. So let's see what else we find with 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that should be in your deck there. So what card do we want to guarantee that you have? Maybe just Luck Be a Lady? You could put the side scheme in to get rid of these guards, right? If he clears Technovirus Purge, and then I'd have to figure out a way to clear that. That's alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I got it anyway. Huzzah! Okay, I don't need Posse. I don't really need a pistol. It's going to be hard to get down. Under surveillance could buy me time, so we'll go with that. Okay, so then we're going to start. He's back to 12 health. She's back to 9. And I have to search and put a card into play. Well, I feel like it's still Technovirus Purge. For 5 here. This could get played. And then this could get played. That would just keep me healthy for a bit. But Professor gets me on the right track. Yeah, I think I'll play Professor, flip up. I will use these 3 to push ahead. I'll thwart this for 5, clear it, ready. Oops, I forgot to draw with Professor, but that's okay. I just won't. And then I will thwart 3 off of Assemble the Team. All right, over here. Oh, I didn't put the Safe House into play either. Oh, so I should have 2 cards, huh? So I'm going to draw my 2 off of this. See if I get anything. I do not. This also goes in her deck. I got to pay more attention. So now I can put Build Support into play. Sorry, one of the cards would have been off of this. All right, we got that Safe House from this. We're going to move this to the side. Really starts in play, but you have to take an action, and it's not even a heroic action, so we're good. All right, so she can draw an extra card as well. There's the Heroic Intuition. Did I shuffle that in or just put it on top? I feel like I shuffled, but just in case, I'll live without it. All right, a good workout. Alright, I don't think I need my pistol. I don't need this one. We'll just get health and build. Looks good. Alright, so we'll flip up and we will swap a good workout with the top card of my deck. Then we will use Atlas Bear to play Luck Be a Lady. And we will do this so we can remove 4 threat if we want to. Although, ironically, I don't have anything else. Oh, I could do it here, though. So 4 here to bring this to 1. And then I will thwart it for 1. Assemble the team. So this flips over. Then I can spend the assembly counter. And we can each search our deck and discard pile for an ally with printed cost 3 or less and put it into play. All right. So we're going to put Wolfsbane in. And over here, 3 or less. I think, did it say either spot? Discard piles. We're going to put Deadpool into play. All right. So that's that. Then we will use these 2 to play under surveillance on the main, and we'll use take out the guards to give myself an endurance to go to 12. All right, Wolfsbane. Can add the card to my hand. So I will thwart for 2. I guess just on the main for now. And I will name a card. I'll say event, and it's not. Reveal. Discard the top card of your deck. Okay. All right, we should be good. Whew. Lots of double resources. Lots of things to spend double resources on, so that's a little tricky, but we'll figure it out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is White Fox. If we could get her down, that would be good. All right, we're adding 2 threat to the main, and the villain is going to scheme twice. When Vertigo attacks you, but this is when the villain would be... No, where is it? Each Marauder gains steady... Something says here. Villain schemes instead. All right. So 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. So this is going to go to 5. Then Riptide is going to attack, place 2 threat in the main scheme, or give him +2. So you can have +2 and hit me for 3. Actually, what do I have? Do I have a mind scan or anything? No. So I'm just thwarting for 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll just get hit for 3. All right, then over here, Vertigo is scheming for 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is going to go to 8. This is why I had to bring this one down. And then I either have to discard the highest cost card I control, which is Wolfsbane, or give him +3 for his attack. All right, well, we'll just get rid of Wolfsbane. That's fine. And then we each get a card. Advance. Yikes. 2 plus 0. There's the other advance. That's helpful. So that goes to 10. And then Blockbuster with a guard. Oof. Man, I guess I wish I had that other one. All right, so we'll pass this over to here. So somebody's got to stay up. I have, for Justice, I have this one, so I could do Probability Field to get White Fox into play. He's got to retaliate. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so we'll switch White Fox with the top card of my deck. We'll spend the double to put the probability field down. We'll thwart for 2. Oh, I gotta thwart that main, huh? That's fine, we'll figure it out. Here. And it's +1 for each resource icon. So sorry, it's now 2. That was my predictability. So I can put White Fox into play. Then I'll use these 2 to remove 4 threat, clear build support, which is we can search for a 3-cost support and put it into play. He didn't have a way to remove 4, but he could remove 3. Hold on. Is that worth it? No. I'll remove the 4 here. I'll have White Fox remove 1 threat from here. And then, am I going to flip down, or is he going to flip down? Maybe he should flip down. So we'll do this. Okay. Then, over here, I could play this Psychic Kicker. I'll just play it on Deadpool. All right. So 2 with the strength for the plasma rifle. Then I will clear this for 3 and ready. So we both get a 3 support lower. I'll do Gray Malkin, which gives me a resource. And readies when I clear a side scheme. 3 cost support. No supports here. Do I have anything besides... I've got Pip the Pug. Alright, so we'll put Pip the Pug out. Well, Helicarrier would have been super useful for that, huh? Okay, then Deadpool will thwart this for 2. Oh no, I can't thwart the main, can I? Shoot. Okay, so we gotta kill some of these things, huh? So Deadpool will attack here for 2. Cable will attack here for 3. Do that. I have a lot of resources. Alright, so I'll use my EVA to fire my plasma rifle, which will hit Grey Crow, and it's range, so I don't take the retaliate. Then I'll Psychic Kicker Deadpool, so he's +2, and I'll attack Grey Crow to kill him. I will flip down. I will use Professor to go get a side scheme. What do we want? Just call for backup, I guess. It's good. And that comes in with 6. And we'll hold the double. We'll draw with the safe house and see if it's something. Hey, we'll use the double to play endurance. So we go to 12. Okay. Not trusting that main. I'll have to see how that goes, but we're okay otherwise. All right. There's a one way or another. There's lots of fun stuff. There's a mind scan. Oh, there's a pile of them, so they've been stuck together. One that can remove all the threat in the world. So let's hope that that main doesn't pop. Shouldn't. All right, we had 2 to go to 8. Then the villain is actually attacking here. And attacks for 0 +2, or I can stun a character I control. So let's go ahead and stun. Hey, Board Game Lawyer. So attack for 0 +0. I like that luck. Then over here, Vertigo will scheme for 2. +1 is 3. +1 is 4. So we're going to go to 12. And Deadpool should be ready. All right. Bound by business. We're going to discard until we get a Marauder. That's a nasty boy. That's a nasty boy. That's a nasty boy. Man, they're all nasty boys. Arclight is going to be ours. And Caught Off Guard. So we have to discard something. which is probably just this endurance that we just got. Go to 9. Okay. We're doing well here. We're doing well. We could clear a bunch of things if we want to. And we do want to. If we do that... So we're going to draw a card with Safe House, which is Body Slide. Then we're going to draw... Do we need more than that? Well, let's see what we can find. Establish perimeter. We'll grab that one. Wouldn't mind getting mission leader. All right, we'll flip up. We can thwart that one for 5, huh? That stinks. We paid exhaust, but I'd rather do that on the main. All right, sorry everybody, a little slow here. Okay, so we are going to have Deadpool thwart this for 2. That will heal all his damage and put an acceleration on the main. Then I'm going to spend something. What am I going to spend on? I got nothing to spend on. I'll spend 1 and Phantom X 2 to play a mind scan. Hold on. First, I'm going to thwart... Oh, I cannot thwart the main. Urgh. Alright, so I will punch for 3 on Arclight and take a Retaliate. Then I'm going to play my Mind Scan, and that's going to clear Call for Backup, which will ready me. And then we each go get an ally. So I'm going to put Phantom X into play, and when Phantom X comes into play, EVA comes into play. So the way these two worked is after Phantom X enters play, we get this one out, and then EVA is I can exhaust it to remove a threat, deal a damage, or heal Phantom X. So they work together, which is nice. So there is that. We cleared that, so this readies. Domino can go get an ally. Which I don't have any. So, do I just want to go get... Where's Professor X in my hand? Gotcha. Alright, so we'll put Outlaw into play. Outlaw comes in with a toughness and can increase her damage. Okay. Alright, so let's work as a team here. So let's play one way or another to go get a side scheme and put it into play. Senator's support. Bushwhacked. Like this one. Alright, so we're going to put Pure Force into play. So it has 4 threat on it. While Blockbuster's in play, it gains a Crisis icon. While Chimera's in play, it gains a Amplify icon, and it has a acceleration. Excuse me. All right, so they get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Fun things, fun times. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we're going to do this to take everybody out. I will use a Mind Scan to clear 3 6 off of that. So that one's going to leave play. And then I'm going to use EVA to clear this one off of this, because it doesn't get Retaliate or anything. I'm going to attack it with Phantom X to deal 1. And then I'm going to use Grey Malkin to fire the Plasma Rifle, which does 3, kills Riptide, and then I will spend these 3 with the mental to push ahead for 9 and clear 9 off the main. Love that card. Not everybody's favorite. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, we're getting places now. Felt a little slow for a little while. All right, so Professor could just clear that out if we want. We can also get rid of Arclight here. So let's swap this with Digging Deep. Oh, it's my Jackpot. All right, well, we'll use Jackpot to play Professor X. Confuse. Remove 3 threat. Then, what am I going to do? I don't need to heal. So we'll attack Arclight for too much. Yep. Get the Digging Deep back. Arclight is dead. Sorry, kind of a mess here. Okay, we will spend 2 to put Heroic Intuition on Cable, and we'll spend 2 to put Pistol into play. We'll get rid of the stun here. The pistol will fire for 1. Get rid of the tough. And then Outlaw doesn't need to attack. So we'll flip down. And we'll draw a card with Safe House, which is a Death Focus, which we want. And then we can use Pip the Pug. Put a Domino or Posse card on top. Now put Luck Be a Lady on top. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's put Jackpot on top. All right, looks good. I imagine people are getting their day started now. So I see there's a bunch of people on here. This is super fun. Stream looks good too. Haven't had any issues. It's getting lighter. It was actually like kind of dark up here. It hasn't been dark in forever. All right, we will draw to 6. We're not using those even the odds a whole bunch. To see how those play out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 3 threat goes on the main. Because of the acceleration. Vertigo attacks here. So I either have to stun a character or +2 threat. So let's stun. Let's just stun Deadpool for now. Alright, attacks me for 0. +2 and a boost. Return the support you control with the highest cost to your hand. Rough. Alright. And +2. Down to 6. Then over here, Vertigo is confused. I did have Professor X. That's okay. I didn't do it, and I would have changed that thing. Malice, Surge, when defeated. Assault. Well, now we'll use Professor X. And we'll stun Professor X. Out. Alright, and then over here, we get Heavy Armament. Attached to the enemy with the highest attack. Whew. Alright, so that's Malice. So Malice is, attach Malice to the non-psionic ally with the highest cost. Oops. Non-psionic ally with the highest cost. Okay. Alright, and then as an attached minion. Oh, when defeated. When defeated, attach it. Okay. Got it. Alright, so this passes over to here. Nina does not need any healing. Could get Professor X back. So we'll swap Even the Odds with that. Now we used Even the Odds, right? Pip the Pug can then put a card on top, which will be our Luck Be a Lady. So we'll flip up and we'll swap. Then White Fox will take this out. which will attach it to White Fox. It's rude. And wait, how did I not get Professor X back? Did I put him on top instead? What happened? I'm so confused what happened. Oh, okay. I wanted to swap Jackpot there. I was like, I do not know what happened. So now we'll fire the pistol with the Jackpot for 3. Bring her down to 15. I hope I didn't get anything confused there. I got a little weird. All of a sudden, I'm like, where is Professor X? All right. We will then use the For Justice and the double to play Professor X. That recursion is nasty. And then, honestly, we should probably just use this sharp. Oh, no. We'll use Sharpshooter to put Deaf Focus into play. Deaf Focus will play Luck Be a Lady, which is 2 mentals. I can remove 4 threat. Darn. All right. Outlaw will be a blocker. I will attack for 2, 3, 4. Bring him down to 11. And I get Digging Deep in my hand. I'm doing as much as I can, Steve. I have to leave around 9:30 or 10, so I don't think I'll get the whole thing done. Looks like I'll do 3, maybe 4. Will be the plan. All right. So over here, we got 3 in the victory display. I got a crew quarters, which could be okay. I've got this Uncanny X-Force. So let's use this Ascani-san to play my crew quarters so I could heal a little bit. We'll use Sunspot and Precognition to play Grey Malkin. Grey Malkin will fire my rifle for 3 here. Deadpool will unstun. EVA will heal Phantom X. Phantom X will punch out White Fox. Guess I just flip and heal, huh? Nah, I might as well deal 3 damage. Alright, we'll attack for 3 to go to 5. Enjoy. Thanks for popping in. We'll try to get our expert one going this week or next week. Alright, Safe House heals me for 2, so I go to 9. And then Professor lets me get something that I'm going to play with Uncanny X-Force, which I think is going to be established the perimeter, because I have my weapons. Alright, so that one will come out. And this is, when defeated, we can get a tough status card each. Maybe that's a good spot. I am moving things around all over the map. Okay, here we go. Six cards gets us a lot of side schemes. It gets us a Frenemies and a Telekinetic Blast. That's the card you're looking for. 3 for 9 now. If I can clear that other one, even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those minions in the beginning were tricky, but now they're just not really an issue. Lots of good stuff there for damage. Damage is what we want. Alright, we're adding 3 threat to the main. Vertigo is attacking here. I'm going to stun Professor X and block with Professor X. Takes 1. He's actually not even dead. Okay, then schemes here, but is confused. Then we each get a card. Inhibitor Collar. And Bound by Business. Let's see if there's any Marauders left in here. Hey, we got one. Patrol. Am I supposed to give him a tough or anything? Not in play. Good, okay. Alright, looks good. So this is going to move over here. Professor is gone. All right, where are we at now? We can clear that, establish the perimeter, play some frenemies. We don't need these locked and loaded, really. We'll just use the professor to draw a card. There's my def focus. Perfect. And then I'm going to heal 2 with the safe house. Let's keep ourselves healthy. I will flip up. I will use Gray Malkin to play def focus. Then I am going to thwart, establish the perimeter for 4. This is cleared. I don't have my mission training down in this one. Ready. We each get a tough status card. Each identity gets a tough status card. Okay. What's the health at? 5. So we want to try to deal 5 first. All right, so Deadpool and Cable will attack. That's 5 total. So that is... When the villain would be defeated, reset attached villain's hit points to its printed hit point value. Instead, flip this card and reveal it. So she's going to go back up to 18, and then she gains 6 per player. So she's going to go to 30, because she'll be 15 per player. Advance the main scheme to stage 2A. Oop, not the acceleration. So this is gone. This is gone. Having taken a pounding, the Marauders redouble their efforts to escape with their captive. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Marauder minion and puts that minion into play engaged with them. Give each Marauder enemy a tough status card. Okay, and then they gain Guard and Steady. This is going to come in with 2 on it, but it goes up by 5 per turn now. Marauders with Steady. Alright, so Riptide. And Blockbuster's fine. Okay. Tough status cards. Man. Imagine if I was playing this with Colossus. I'd be almost out. Each one. So she also gains 1. Whew. Alright. So much for that plan of just straight dealing damage there. Alright. Locked and loaded. We'll play Superpower Training. EVA will clear the tough off of this one. And then Gray Malkin will fire the plasma rifle to kill Riptide. They gain guard. Okay, Phantom X will remove 1 here. Do I have a good way to do this? I don't think so. Alright, so I will Telekinetic Blast with the Def Focus. And that's going to be for 10. I'll take out Chimera. I'd like to do it there, but doesn't work at the moment. They have guard. And am I going to do frenemies? No, because I have the tough. So I'll just put the Forced Amnesia out. All right, looks good. Domino is going to exhaust Outlaw to get rid of this collar. Then I'm going to swap my triple with the top. What's going to deal 1 damage? Not much. Not Diamondback. So I just won't do that with my basic. I'll get rid of my tough here. And then I'm going to play a good workout with these 2. So good workout's going to deal 4. Plus 3 is 7 to take out Blockbuster. And here's the thing we want. Now we shuffle this bag in. Good morning! We will Oh, did I use 2 cards there? So I don't have to use this one because I have Def Focus. Then we'll use the pistol to fire again. Hey, for 3. That's amazing. Get rid of the tough. Shuffle. Oh man, it's so hard to shuffle 2 cards. The farther I pull them apart, the more I don't know which one's going where. Oh my gosh. Alright, anyway. Maybe it's just fun. And we'll play Diamondback. And we'll exert her to deal, hey, 3 damage. Boy, that's fun. Alright, 27. We're getting there. We will flip down. We will not draw a card. I guess we can draw a card. It's jackpot. We will swap it, and we'll put it back on top of our deck. I don't know. With Pip the Pug. Alright, can we deal 27 damage next turn is the question. If I draw another telekinetic blast, yes, is the answer. I think Deadpool attacked. We have those triples, so we could deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 damage here out of Nina minimum. Well, we've got cards to draw, so I'll have to see. Alright. But mainly the triple is our damage there. Alright, over here, Cable's going to draw. Get an encounter card. Ooh, this deck's getting thin. Is that a telekinetic blast? Nope. Mission control. No telekinetic blast, so we'll have to wait another turn, probably. Okay. Add 3 to go to 5. Vertigo attacks here. I'm tough. Take +2. So attacks for 3. Oh yeah, there's a +1/+1 there. So 4, 5. I lose my tough status card. Then schemes over here for 3. Oop, that does not get 3 on it. That gets 5 on it because it's 2 per turn now that they're running faster. Alright, so 3 plus 2 is 5. Oh, we're getting dangerously close. We get double advances. Riptide with a patrol. And Memories of Armageddon, but not so bad when I'm flipped down. And another inhibitor collar. Man. Rude to Nina. Alright, so she'll exhaust to get rid of this thing. Which gets discarded, which is cool. And this is not her hand. Alright, we could one way or another, but we might be getting a little bit too big for our britches. We have all these right place and right times. This lets us go get an identity-specific upgrade. So we could get another pistol, which isn't terrible. Sure. We don't need to flip with the top card of our discard pile. Nope. Alright, so we'll flip up. We will put jackpot on top. No, we'll play one way or another first. See what we can get. Did I just deck out with her? I don't think so. I'll take this one. Sorry about that. Blockbuster. I totally just decked out. Wait, didn't I give her to? Oh no, I gave Cable an extra one. Yeah, how did I miss that? Thank you. Okay, we'll put this Pure Force one into play. Again. Four. Yeah, one thing I would say with these two characters, they are pretty heavy build. So you've got to get some significant build going on them. Alright, so then we will put an Overwatch on the main. We will... don't have even the odds. We'll swap this jackpot with here. we will fire at Blockbuster. Well, no, we might as well use Diamondback for the triple. Shuffle it back in. Diamondback's gone. 3 damage here, and it's just direct deal damage. So here... Oh, I have to get rid of my text box. Hold on, so I got to exhaust. So I'm just going to exhaust Outlaw to get rid of that. Woo! Yeah, I guess I should always be careful of saying two-handed is easy to control. Like, it's easy to make mistakes. I don't ever mean to say it is. I don't know what I'm saying now. I feel a little bit confused. Okay, we'll use this to remove right place, right time to remove 3 threat plus 2, so 5 from the main. So we'll remove 5 from superpower training. Then, oh gosh, there's just all threat that could be removed. So we'll spend these 2 digging deep and for justice to play Sense of Justice. And then we'll do right place, right time and Sense of Justice to play 4 justice to clear 4 off of here again. So it goes down to 3. And that's all I can do. I don't have any damage. All right. So Cable is going to spend Gray Malkin to play Mission Leader. Then Thwart for 4 on Pure Force and Forced Amnesia that up here. Now we got 5 there. This Overwatch is gone. All right, that'll trigger Mission Leader and ready this. So we each draw a card, draw a good workout, draw here for a double. Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll use this double and this actually, we'll use... Yep. We'll use this and Gray Malkin to play Sunspot. This is fun because we haven't done Sunspot yet. After you play Sunspot from your hand, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain, and each minion engage with the chosen player for each resource paid. So we're going to spend 3 here. And we're going to do 3 here. 21. Oh, did that leave me with no lightnings? Okay, so I'm going to spend Precognition instead and not use that. So then Gray Malkin can fire the Plasma Rifle to take out Riptide. I should have readied. Okay, Sunspot will remove Superpower Training. So we each go get an identity-specific upgrade and put it into play. So I will get my shield at this point. I'll play a sidearm on Deadpool. Deadpool will attack for 3. EVA will Phantom X heal 1. And I'll attack for 3 here. So 3, 6, 7 is the total there. 14. And then she goes and gets a pistol. And fires it. For 2. 12. Alright, well, now you're going to be super dead next turn. Ready everything up. We got tough statuses and force fields, but yeah, you can see they're pretty big build characters, so that's the one part. They're not fast out of the gate with these 2. Hey, there's my telekinetic blast, so that'll be game. All right, we're adding 5 threat here. Vertigo is attacking and is stunning a character. You can stun Phantom X. I do believe Deadpool should have an extra, and it's not there, so it's going to stun Outlaw. Oh no, tough status card. So it hits me for 5. No longer tough. Same thing over here. I don't have a tough status card. Did I just remove it? Oh, I have this shield. Okay. Hits me for 5. Shield prevents all damage. Whew. Sorry, everybody. Take a short break after this. All right, let's see what you can do here. Attach enemy with the fewest remaining hit points. When any amount of damage would be dealt to attach enemy, place it here instead. If at least 3 damage is here, attach enemy attacks the player who dealt the damage just placed here. Then discard this card. Sounds good. And tag team. When revealed, choose. Each Marauder minion engaged with you activates against you. Discard 7 from the encounter deck and put the topmost Marauder minion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one's coming into play with Surge. Into Arclight. Gotcha. All right. I felt so close to the end. These have guard, so they have to be killed. All right. So EVA will kill Malice, who will attach to Phantom X, who may then become a guard. Grey Malkin will fire the rifle to kill Arclight, and Sunspot will punch out this one. But then I've got to deal, 3 damage? Okay. So that will be Deadpool, who will deal 3, add an acceleration, remove this, and Arclight will attack here. Outlaw will block, so we'll give the double. And then I will spend 3 to Telekinetic Blast for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dead. Whew! Okay, there we go. I am 90 minutes behind you, but it's good to see things are going well. That's awesome. She should be able to play that attack with Def Focus. I think that you mean a good workout, right? Oh, that's a great point. I was thinking I didn't have 2 resources, and I was like, I really want to play this. And I totally had Def Focus, so I could have done this to deal that damage. Yes, I actually knew that, and that was a little bit how I was saying, I don't think two-handed's that hard, and then I'm making a few quick mistakes, so there you go. All right, let's get things back into the correct decks this time. Juggernaut is next. He's a Juggernaut. Well, there's no doubt, player side schemes are fun. It's fun to have a new mechanism. It's like the thing you didn't know that you wanted, but it's there now. And it'll be really fun to see how we can swing it in multiplayer, because they're going to be a lot harder to remove, but a lot more bang for your buck. 4 allies coming into play, 4 upgrades coming in, 4 helicarriers coming into play. Like, welcome to the party. All right, so these are going to stay. These are going over here. What do I need to track? I should have read this first. What did I need to track? Oh, okay. Mark each campaign environment and play as earned. Done. So I got these 2. Cool. Ooh, now we got a long comic. Who sent you, and what do they want with hope? That's what Domino said. Oh, no, that's X-23. I knew I was getting them confused. Yeah, that's X-23. Sorry, everybody. I'll never talk. Laura, I will get us answers. Some kind of mind block is keeping me out. If I push too hard, I could kill him. That's Psylocke there. I'll help you. Give us your secrets, Harpoon. I see an orphanage, the state home for foundlings. Arg. Hope. That's enough. So that's Hope doing that. We'll discuss what you just did later. Now you're going home. Like hell I am. We may need Hope's help to uncover this plot. Fine, Professor. Locate the state home for foundlings and body slide us. As you wish, Nathan. State home for foundlings, Omaha, Nebraska. Team 2 is in position at the rear. Team 1, see who's home. This place gives me the willies. Shh. Dom, try the door. There's Domino, Deadpool, Cable, and Hope. I promise I know the characters. I'm not super familiar, but I just didn't think about the fact that Psylocke and Angel and X-23 and stuff are here. All right. Boom. And you thought guard duty was boring, boyo. We earn our pay tonight. Look who's snooping round, Tom. And that is Juggernaut. All right, so here we go. After freeing Hope from the Marauders, she helps you interrogate her captor to discover the location where they were to deliver her, the state home for foundlings in Omaha, Nebraska. You try to convince Hope to return to the X Mansion while you check out the location, but she insists she's going to Omaha with or without you. You have no choice but to bring her with you in order to ensure her safety. You travel to Omaha with Hope at your side to discover the state home for foundlings is a run-down, seemingly abandoned orphanage. You're just about to enter the orphanage when the doors explode outward, sending you flying. When the dust clears, you see the doorway guarded by a hulking man in a red helmet. The Juggernaut. All right, so now that we have Hope, I am going to put this psychic kicker in because, yeah, I can ready her. And I think I'll just go to +1 card. I don't think there's anything I'm going to get rid of in here. Consider getting rid of a push ahead, but it's been doing pretty well so far. So, or even something like Sunspot, but Sunspot just had a shining moment, pun intended. All right, so Juggernaut's going to get these encounter cards. He's going to have Black Tom Cassidy. So we've got his cards here, but really before I do that, I should sort all of these ones. All right. Yeah, no, I would have had it in that last round for sure. So Brombe asks if I've tried any of the villains on Expert. So from this box, not necessarily, but if you go to the list of playtesters, you'll actually see my name right here. So I have played all of this stuff before, many times. And it was just a very fun experience getting to play it, so I have played a lot of this, is the what I'll say there. All right, so we need campaign cards. All these other ones can stay over here. I don't believe we need any of these again. Cable, standard, campaign. It's like the only way to do it is to talk it out. All right, so all these are gone. I'm making a big pile over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, R2, and these two. Perfect. All right, so we're going to put this Hope one in. This Captive Hope is going to go into the deck. She's going to now be our first player marker, and it's Juggernaut time. This all goes together. Juggernaut has a single scheme. So let's see what we need to know, and then I'm going to take a short break. Okay. Gather each campaign marked as earned. Put those environments into play. Put a momentum counter on Juggernaut for each campaign environment. So I guess I should actually get this set up first. The first player gets Hope Summer. Yeah, similarly, I hope it's the case in terms of the balance of that. That's kind of what you want, right? You want the precons to be able to beat things. I mean, if they lose once or twice and it's a little harder, I think that's good too. They don't necessarily have all the tricks. All right, so we're putting a momentum counter here on him, and then we're putting his helmet into play like this. We can spend 3 resources to flip his helmet to the other side, and while he has his helmet, he is stalwart and overkill. So that's going to be rough. So then we're going to put 2 threat on here, and this one can pop and do effects, but it doesn't make us lose the game. All right, then we put a momentum counter on him for each environment in play. So we have these 2, so we're going to have to deal with those. Then we're going to shuffle Black Tom Cassidy. Here is our side one. And 2 Creeping Willows. We're going to shuffle these up. We're going to give 1 to each player, and these are going to get shuffled in the deck along with these. And then we choose one of our side schemes, and we put it into play. So is it Pouches time? Feels like it's Pouches time. Oh, I'm just going to leave that one there because I cannot pick it up. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take Gear Up, which can get us these Pouches cards, and we have to put Overburdened in the deck. I'm just going to pop these under here to make my life easy. Alright, so when we defeat this one, we're going to be able to get the Pouches resource card into our deck, I believe. And, oh yeah, I don't know if I've said it, but these don't count towards the player side scheme limit. I've been putting 2 out, but that is totally legal. Alright, so that is our setup and start. We'll draw our hands. So here's Hope Summers. I should mention her. So she is the first player controls Hope Summers. She does not count against your limit. If she leaves play, we lose the game. Her base thwart and base attack are equal to the thwart and attack of your hero, and she takes no consequential damage. So that's where those Psychic Kickers are just going to be so strong, because I can ready her, and she can be a 4-4 or a 5-5 as long as she's under Cable's guidance. Otherwise, she'll be a 3-4 for free with no consequential damage. So very, very strong. So I'm playing 3 of those. Juggernaut has 18 health per player, so he's going to 36. And he's got Overkill, so we got to be ready for that. Yeah, so we got to spend 3 of the same type of resource, which is going to be great for Nina, because she's all about that. I'm always afraid this isn't Nina, because I'm so used to Nina being N-I-N-A. And it's N-E-A-A-N-A. Alright, hopefully we got these cards right this time. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got all these ones. I love Mission Leader there right off the bat. I like Grey Malkin. These ones are strong, but I'm probably going to have Technovirus in there already. I want to clear Gear Up, so we're going to toss those and then hope we can draw something for threat removal. Oh no, we can't. So that could change our mind. Do we want to do something different for what we put out at the start of the game? Becomes an interesting choice now. Alright, so there's that. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, she's got lots of threat removal, even the odds. Yeah, this card really, what I need to be able to do in 2-player with the numbers that I'm having is have things that up this with passion and all that. I think that's why I'm just playing for Justice. It's just kind of a more guaranteed, although this can still remove 4. Okay. Lucky Break is nice. This is probably fine. Only thing I can do is I can discard something just to see if I get something I can swap. Oh, there we go, one way or another. Okay, let's just start. We're going to take our first action to do Safe House and our second one to do Team Assembled. So we'll have this in play, and then we can go get 3 or less. Yep. So we're going to get Deadpool again. This is fun because we get to play with Deadpool like the whole game. That'd be a fun one for Guardians, right, where you could get Rocket out to be with Groot or Groot to be with Rocket from the start. And then signature allies that are real good at 3. Wolfsbane to clear threat early on, or something to block Juggernaut with a tough. Which do I like better? Maybe the tough will be smart. Yeah, that's true. I just saw your thing, Brombe, and I chose the tough one here, but you're right. I could have put this into play to get tough against him, which is probably a pretty good play, instead of Technovirus Purge, huh? Because I can't clear it. All right. I'm going to listen to Brombe. When all else fails, listen to Brombe. we'll do that so we can get that one cleared. Okay, I'm going to be right back because I'm going to go use the restroom. See you in a few. Alrighty, hello everybody. I am back and ready to go. So that's 2 down so far. We're moving on to Juggernaut. I think I could do Juggernaut and maybe Mr. Sinister, but I don't think I'm able to get to Strife. So for planning purposes, I may stop after Juggernaut. Whew. Excuse me. Just going up and down the stairs here. I may stop after Juggernaut just to give myself enough time to not be pushing right to the end. So I'll have to see where we're at. If we finish this before 9, I may move on, but I might just have the 2 to do at the end. All right. So we did this here. We got Deadpool and Outlaw. And we're starting our first turn. So we're going to draw an extra card with the Safe House. Ooh, now we got the Psychic Kicker. So we'll use this double to play Gray Malkin. Gray Malkin will play Mission Leader. We will flip up. We will... Yeah. We will have Hope thwart for 2 here. This is crazy, all the stuff we start with. She takes no consequential. Cable will thwart for 2. Establish perimeter goes to the victory display. Try to keep this consistent. So when to do that, we both get tough status cards and draw an extra card with Mission Leader, Gray Malkin readies. Holy cow. This is quite the start. There's the mind scan now, huh? Alright, so Gray Malkin will play Locked and Loaded. Then I will use Psychic Kicker to ready Hope. Which ones of those do I want? Get those doubles in there, I guess. Or get guns going. Oh, I need triple. She's going to have to do that. Alright, I will Mind Scan Gear Up to bring it down to 4, which Hope will then clear. So this comes out, and then we spend a counter, and we each shuffle pouches into our deck. Whew. Wow, that's a crazy start. Yeah, with the Tufts, I don't even necessarily need to remove that, right? Did I shuffle both decks? No. Okay, we got pouches. So it's a double... Oh, I'm sorry I didn't show it off. It is a resource card that's a double resource. Basic campaigns, you can only use it in campaigns. You can't suddenly use a one-of double wild in your decks. So it is for this campaign, similar to the Shawarma. Alright, and then Deadpool will remove 2 threat from the main. I guess, just to keep that down. Alright, Nina's coming into play. I can swap with even the odds. I don't need to. Flip up. We'll play one way or another. See if there's something fun. Ooh, this didn't get shuffled. That, if we could get rid of it, would be fine. After you defend against an attack from Juggernaut, remove 1 threat from this game. That one's fine. Let's not exhaust Hope. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Alright, so 6 threat on here. It has double acceleration, and after you defend against an attack, remove 1 threat from here. Okay, so we could get locked and loaded, but we could just clear that one. So we'll swap the top with Digging Deep. Then we'll do Right Place, Right Time. It's going to be 5. Okay, good. So we'll do that. 5 with Digging Deep. 3 plus 2. Bring that down to 1. We'll clear it with Nina. Then we'll spend these 3. So we're not going to get rid of his helmet, huh? Oh, but I can't stun him. I have all these Tufts. We'll spend these 3 to put out Professor X, which can ready an X-Men. So I cannot confuse him. So I just have to put that out. He'll thwart this down for 3. And I'll play my lucky break. I have no idea if I drew a card with her, but it's too late now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another Psychic Kicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, he's adding 2 threat here. He is attacking with Overkill on Cable for 5. 6, 7. Return the support you control with the highest value. Support you control with the highest value to your hand. Ooh, there goes my safe house. That is tricky. And my Tough is gone. Then he's going to attack Domino for 5. Choose to either discard 1 resource from your hand or take 2 damage. Okay, I will discard. And I will discard, take out the guards. That's gone. Now we gotta deal with these cards, huh? It is a Creeping Willow. It has Quick Strike, so it's gonna hit me for 1 and stun me. Okay. I am stunned. This one is Shadow of the Past. Here we go. Turn 1. Light it up! I said I wouldn't fight Strife, but now I'm fighting Strife. Whew, without my Technovirus Purge, huh? I do have a Mind Scan. Ooh, why do I have 6 cards? Gotta put Safe House back. Good morning! The game is excellent. Black Tom Cassidy, Villainous. He cannot take damage while Creeping Willow is in play. Search the deck and discard pile for a copy and put it into play engaged with you. Put it into play engaged with you. So now I'm going to take a damage. And be stunned. Oh, can I block with Professor? I can. And we'll hope this isn't an attack. Caught off guard. So I will lose this. Alright, Professor's gone. Alright, and hope passes over to here. Okay, let's see. He's not first, but I could mind scan that back to the future, or I could get that locked and loaded gone. But maybe I can over here as well. Alright, do I have the 3 resources? I could do that. So let me do the 3 to unhelmet him. So now he takes 1 additional damage from cards with a printed mental resource, which Hope has. And after he schemes, we place a momentum counter and flip this card. But I believe I clear all the momentum counters? Yeah. So now he's back down to attacking for 2. That will be helpful. Oh, right. Strife. Thank you. That is a good call. So, Hope. Cable player cannot damage enemies not engaged with them. Other players cannot damage minions engaged with the cable player. Alright. Oof, man. Yeah, it's going to be rough. I got to get rid of this. Alright, so then I guess I'm swapping this to put my Death Focus out. Then I got to find some punches here. So Outlaw will punch this Creeping Willow for 1 plus... Didn't I just swap White Fox? This should have been on top, as much as I want the jackpot. White Fox should have been on top. I'm going to shuffle that. 1, 2. White Fox will finish off the Creeping Willow. 3. Outlaw's card is gone. Then Hope can do some punching. I don't have the safe house anymore, huh? I can't interact with those, and he can't take damage, huh? Alright, so Domino will thwart locked and loaded, so that's gone. Go get a gun. We each draw a card. I will fire the gun at him for 1, 35. Where did she attack? Oh, she thwarted for 1. Got it. Okay. Posse's not terrible. Sorry, this is making it a little crazy. And he needs to get his gun. Oh, these cards that just let you go get the cards you need are just so great for the game. Okay, so now Deadpool thwarts for 2, I thwart for 2. Get rid of Back to the Future. Do I have Forced Amnesia? I don't. Okay, so this clears, readies me. Hold on. I'm actually going to put the safe house down, spending these, and then this will ready. Then I will fire the plasma rifle, which will get rid of my stunned. Oh, man. Tricky. I will then mind scan to cancel but deal a damage to Strife. Punch him for 2. Oh man, he's a freaking mess. And if I flip down Juggernaut, becomes trickier. So I guess I stay this way for now. You know what? He won't flip. He won't flip till later. So I will flip down and I'll heal with the safe house. We'll go from there. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we have the push ahead, but nothing to push ahead with. All right, well, it was a big start and it got messy, so that's good. All right, adding 2 here. Oh gosh. Oh no, I do have my microphone. All of a sudden I had this moment. Yeah, sorry, I should have read Strife. So Strife is a 2/2 with Villainous. Is my sound working? Yeah, okay. He's a 2/2 with Villainous, and when you play a psionic event, he cancels it and takes a damage himself. So I played it anyway just to get him to have damage on him. All right, so we're adding 2 there. Juggernaut is attacking over here. He no longer has overkill and all that. So he has Villainous. I still think I can take these hits. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So I'm down to 5. And then he will attack me for 1 plus 2 is 3. Ugh. But I have the posse cards. So I don't want to lose any of them, so I can ready them. Is it like if you only control... If you control at least 3 characters. Okay. Cool. Then over here, he's going to scheme after Juggernaut schemes. Okay. So 1 plus 1 plus give him a tough status card. He's going to put 2 on here to go to 6 and then flip this over and gain a momentum. Then he's going to scheme for 2 plus 3 is 5. My goodness. And the Creeping Well schemes for nothing. All right. Whew. Trample. Juggernaut attacks the ally with the fewest remaining hit points. So that's going to be White Fox. And he has his overkill again, huh? So I am going to die. All right. I can throw Deadpool in front of that. This is a rough start. All right, so 3, 4, and I'm stunned. Whew. Deadpool is out because he only dies to consequential, or doesn't die to consequential. I take 3. Okay. And ground pound. The players as a group take indirect damage equal to his attack. Well, guess what? 1, 2, 3. Man. Whew. On standard, and it was kicking my butt, although I got that, which is what's doing that. Okay, so we're going to have to see what this does. So when this gets to 14, remove all threat from here. If Juggernaut exposed in play, flip it, place 1 momentum counter on him. Juggernaut attacks each player. Yikes. Even if you're an alter ego. All right, well, don't be an alter ego. Okay, we got to kill some stuff here. So, telekinetic is probably too much. This could remove 6 threats. Hope could kill him. Alright, so this Uncanny X-Force is going to play my crew quarters, which will heal me for 1, and then this Safe House will heal me for 2. Then I will flip up Gray Malkin. Oh, this wasn't smart. I need this. So instead of that, I'm going to heal for 2, not play the crew quarters, and use Gray Malkin to play Endurance. Just go to 12. Hope is going to attack him here, kill Strife. With 2, then I will do 1, 2, 3 to push ahead and remove 6 threat from the main scheme. And this will fire that to get rid of my stunned. Okay. Not great. Domino will use her ability to swap the top card with Lucky and Good. Then Outlaw will attack the Creeping Willow for 1, 2, 3. Take that out. The pistol will fire at Black Tom Cassidy, dealing 1 damage to him. Domino will attack him for 2. White Fox will remove the tough on Juggernaut. Okay. Then I'll spend even the odds and Heroic Intuition to play the Posse. Ready, everybody. And heal 1 from them. And that Heroic Intuition might be my better hold. Whatever. And then Outlaw will attack here again for 3. Kill him. Don't have what I need. And we'll remove 2 threat to bring this down to 3. Flip down, heal 2. Play Pip the Pug. Put something back on top. Right place, right time. Okay. Whew. Tricky, tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's EVA. Superpower training. Now I'm feeling that need for that Technovirus Purge, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. That's a lot of stuff. All right. He's going to add 2 threat here. He's going to attack for 3 on Cable, and I will take it. 3 plus 1 plus you are stunned. Man, he's good at that. 4 brings me to 8. Then he's going to scheme over here for 1 plus 3. Woo, a lot of 3s. Goes to 9. And Trample. He attacks the ally with the fewest remaining hit points. So White Fox again. If he tramples too hard, but I think we're just going to have to let White Fox take it. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost dead. Whew. He's rough. And Malice is going to surge into play with Technovirus Resurgence. Well, it's not the worst. It goes and gets my Technovirus Purge. I will read that to everybody. Sorry. Search your deck, discard pile, hand, and victory display for Technovirus Purge and put it into play. Attach this card to Technovirus Purge. If you cannot, discard this card and deal yourself one face down encounter card. So, there it is. Alright, and this comes over here. Whew. Where are we at? Sense of Justice comes out. Wolfsbane, right place, right time. Triple to get rid of his thing. Alright, so we'll swap this with this. We'll use Pip the Pug to put this back on top. Then we will heal 2. Flip. Man, we gotta get rid of that thing. Right place, right time is going to get rid of 5. Okay. So we will spend 1 with Deaf Focus and 2 with Sense of Justice to play right place, right time. It's going to remove 3, 6 threat. Jackpot gets shuffled back in. Still with me, everybody? When I said I'm playing one more, did everybody start to tune out? I know, you're probably getting ready. I'm not actually worried about it. Alright, if I hit her, then she's going to attach to Outlaw. Otherwise, I just take the 1 damage. I am not playing on Expert. I considered it. I did tweak the decks a little bit. And I'm definitely enjoying it. Alright, so then I've got my pistol to hit Malice for 1. Malice will attach here. Outlaw becomes an enemy. I'll attack Outlaw. Oops. These go here. Hope can thwart, I guess, punch for 2. And then what do I want to save? I'll spend 3 to flip his helmet. And I will put Painted Lady out. Whew. Alright, I will fire my gun, which will get rid of my stunned. Then, nothing for threat removal. That is crushing me. Can do 4 to put Deathlock into play. Alright, I thwart this one for 2. Yeah, just do it. I'll pay 4 to put Deathlock into play, and then attach the sidearm that was in my hand to him. And then he can thwart the main for 2. I will flip and heal 2. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, none of that threat removal is there. And I didn't put the attachment. Here's my 5. Okay. We are adding 2 threat here. It goes to 3. He is attacking for 2, no overkill. I have 3 health, so I will defend. 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits me for 2. My goodness, there's so many triples. Should be +1 because of this card right here. Then he is scheming over here for 1, plus you are confused. Whew. I tell you though, man, one thing about Cable is if he gets shut down, he gets shut down. That is the part people are not going to like. But in solo, it just doesn't happen as much. You can generally dig out of it. But if you get, this combo of can't clear this, didn't play this, got Shadow the Pass, it just really slows him down big time. This flips and I gain a momentum counter. Let's hope he doesn't attack again, because I game. Telekinetic Blast. Take 2 damage. Take 1 additional for each side scheme in the victory display. Dead. All right. That was just a huge fail. So let's try it again. Yeah, that was just Shadow of the Past just shutting down cable. I just couldn't do anything. All right. Well, it's good to know that you can lose the box even with a built deck. And Technovirus Purge may be the way I have to go. Although it was just going to come out anyway, so. Okay, we got to put Gear Up back out. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, part of me wants to be like, okay, I played this, I built this deck, whatever, I adjusted it. I want to win, but also it's like, well, it's good to see that it's not just winnable, right? It's not just play cards, win. Although it is interesting if Technovirus Purge was my better play there. Oh, Cable could solo it. Yeah, I could have tried. It's a good point. I did give up a little early there. All right, Mind Scan, Telekinetic Blast. I need to take these three, Strife, and Back to the Future. There. All right, these are out. These three get shuffled. So this go here. This goes back in. He gets 3 momentum counters, 1 per normal and 2 for these. Whew, it felt like we had such a big start too. And then it just showed that didn't get us much of anywhere. All right, goes back to 36 health. He is not tough. Hope comes over here. And away we go. Yeah, he's not messing around. He hits hard. That overkill is rough. I probably shouldn't flip down as much. I don't know. I think getting the safe house back out and then flipping kind of did me in. I think it was just Shadow of the Past turn 1. Usually I'm like, Shadow's not that bad, but it's rough on Cable. So I could see that steering some people clear of him. He's got one of the rougher sets in the game. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like the Psychic Kicker. I don't need this. I do still like the Established Perimeter. This one I could defend and remove threat, which is kind of nice, but and I don't need Telekinetic Blast. Do I want both of these from the start? I do have to get rid of those enemies. 2, 3. There's a push ahead, so that's going to have to be the play. Okay. So there is his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get that under surveillance on. That's going to be big. Get him Heroic Intuition. Don't really need too much else. So we'll just work with this. Is good. Or no, I didn't put my garbage out. All right. That's 2. All right, it's going to be my last game, everybody, and then I'll come and finish up the other 2. Tonight or tomorrow, I have to go work and hand out Lorcana to everybody. The Disney card game is coming out today, so looked like we didn't get our product, but now it looks like it might come in early afternoon, so I'll have it to hand to everybody. All right, so Safe House is coming into play, and then we each get to go get an ally. Which this is where something like Caliban could be interesting, right? Because he could come in. What was that? 4 cost. Oh, Deathlock. But it's got to be 3 or less. And then I'm going to try... Wolfsbane this time. We'll just go opposite of everything we tried to do. Yeah, I don't actually think Cable could have soloed that. He was just really up a creek. All right, so we will draw a card with the safe house, which is mission leader, which is good. Which one of these are we going to give up on? Well, the plasma rifle is the one we're going to give up on to play mission leader. We're going to flip up. Oh, sorry. Technovirus Purge. We're going back to the standard. One time we broke form. Didn't go so well. So that will come into play. Then 1, 2, 3. Psychic Kicker's still better, right? Yeah. All right. 3 for a push ahead. So that'll clear 6 off of that. Bring it here. Ready me. We each draw a card. And she's going to draw a card from the other one too. So 8 hand size to start. Pretty awesome. All right. So then Hope will thwart this for 2. Psychic Kicker will ready her. She'll thwart it for 4. That's actually down to 2. And then Cable will clear it. So Gear Up comes in. We each get a pouches, which it looks like I forgot to take out of Nina's deck. No, this is great. I mean, the player side schemes are super fun. The feels very thematic what I'm doing. Okay. That's all I got left. Deadpool. Thwarts for 2, but Wolfbane's going to do that. So attacks for 2. 34. The campaign is super interesting. I mean, I love getting all these upgrades and things and getting stronger as I go. Kind of feels like an RPG or something. Neat there. All right, nothing to switch with my discard pile. Maybe. So I'm going to use Sharpshooter and Luck Be a Lady to play Under Surveillance, I think is the better play. And then I'll swap even the odds with Luck Be the Lady. Luck Be a Lady. Luck Be a Lady tonight. All right, then I've got to remove his helmet. So these 3 will remove the helmet, get rid of the momentum counters, flip that over. Wolfsbane, I'll flip something there. So I will swap. Wolfsbane will say, discard the top card of your deck. Add it to my hand so it's an event. Hey! I'll remove 2 threat here. And then I will play Heroic Intuition on Cable. And punch for 2. Okay. Now we got a little more going on. 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a Psychic Kicker, Professor. We could just play all 3 of these, which would be beautiful. Got a lot of setup going. But we're going to have these minions to deal with, which were kind of rough. There's Professor X. It could be played, and then I can also, for Justice, can even clear the minions with the card here. So that's a good possibility. Okay. Add 2 threat to the main. He's attacking for 2. We're going to take the 2 because he has overkill. He doesn't do anything. 2. And it's a 3, man. Oh, so many 3s in the deck. Same thing over here. We'll take the 2. It's a 1 plus your stun. So we take 3. Go to 9. And then we get cards. Oh, sorry. His should have been the 3. I went to her first, but it should have been here. So he should have got hit for 5. She should have got hit for 3 and been stunned. I honestly should have just blocked with her. All right. It is Black Tom Cassidy. It is an advance. 1, 2, 3, 4. More 3s. And this flips, and he gains a momentum. Creeping Willow will hit me for 1 and stun me. And Making Green. So this has 6 on it. And these gain Surge. Okay. So now we could... Oh, he's elite, so we actually can't do this method. Probably still worth it, though, to put that out. So that's 8. Then we can play Professor with our triple. Clear 3 threat from this. Fortunately, I just don't have the other ability to use with him. I can swap a card. See if I get a 1. Nope, it's a Digging Deep. So she can punch, she can punch. Bring threat down. Wolfsbane. That's kind of confusing. I'll punch for 2 here. Wolfsbane could finish that off or get rid of threat. I better just get rid of threat. 3. Shoot, I'll name event. Hey. Then I will play for Justice to clear this. Domino is actually gonna... Yeah, I'll get rid of my stun, and then I'll flip, and I'll heal 2 with the Safe House. Okay. Oh, I could Psychic Kicker Hope. So I will do that. She readies. And she can thwart for 3. I guess she'll just kill this. Oh, that's a 0, huh? So we'll thwart for 3 off of this. Hey, good morning. Happy release day. Nice. All right, so he will... He's got 2 damage. What is the best way to do this? I think it's to get rid of this one. For 4, clear Making Green, ready. We each draw a card. Draw. Draw. It's a pistol. Up on the top of the deck so I don't get confused. All right, so I could play Sunspot. I could flip his helmet. So he doesn't have overkill, would be my reasoning. Do I have a way to get rid of him? I can hit him for 5. Sunspot could come in. Sure, let's do it. Okay, so EVA, Power of the Mind, and Deaf Focus. We'll play Sunspot, who will deal 1 damage here and 1 damage there. And then Sunspot and Deadpool will hit him. No, sorry, Cable and Sunspot will hit him. Oh, I can't. Alright, so Deadpool will have to kill this one. My gosh. I think every decision I made was poor. Alright, so we'll do that. I just had Deadpool attack there first. Woo! Alright, and then do I also flip down? I have Professor X to defend. She just takes the overkill damage. Sure. Okay. It hopes it's not a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a whole bunch of mind scans now. Pistol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Thanks for joining, Eric. Thanks for everybody joining me. I lost the first one. Now I feel like hyper-focused on trying to win here. So that's where we're at. Those tramples are what are going to do me in. 2 here. He's going to scheme. He's going to attack for 3. No, he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4. My goodness. It's a whole deck of 3s. He's going to attack over here. We're going to block. He attacks for 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Man. That is what's killing me. That's a lot of 3s. All right, and then our encounter cards are Ground Pound. We take 3 indirect damage. There shouldn't be anything on Hope. So 3 indirect damage. 1 on Sunspot. And 2 on Cable. And Gang Up. Ugh, man. Yeah, he's been rough, huh? Take out the guards. Isn't going to matter. All right, so I will defend. He's going to attack for 3 plus 0. I take no damage. I did it. Woo! All right. Keep that helmet happy, huh? So we don't really need to clear the take out the guards. We could draw a card. We could do the force field. But I think I'm just going to do 3 to flip his helmet. Use this one to play the professor. Flip down, heal 2. Thwart for 3, thwart for 4, thwart for 2. That accelerates. Flip down, find establish perimeter. Put it in my hand. Sunspot could be a blocker, but that's going to flip back up. So what did I really do? I removed momentum counters. Yeah, that might have been questionable as to whether that was good. All right, then it's going to be her turn. I can go get Professor again. Yeah, if the first player is going to be the one flipping, then that's not going to get me anywhere. So I got to be careful of that. All right, so let's double. Let's put this out. Let's flip up. Let's put this probability field on top. Let's play Painted Lady. Let's do a good workout and hit him for 4, 5, 6. So he's down to 25. Then let's hit him, and that one goes here. And that one goes here for 2. And let's punch him for 2. And I forgot to heal 2. Yep, and that's the only issue that I'm having now. She's going to have to defend that attack, but hopefully that'll be fine. Okay. Feeling better, but he definitely is tricky. 5, 6. That's a lot of cards I could get down. Take out cards is interesting if it works effectively. All right. So he is adding 3 to here. He is scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, come on. Flip this. Gain a momentum. He's attacking for 3 with overkill. Domino will block. I never drew her hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, he's going to be such a target for protection, huh? All right. 3 plus 0. I defend it. All right. And then we get building momentum with 6 on it. And flatten. Choose either take damage equal to Juggernaut's attack or place 1 momentum counter on him. Well, we're going to give him a momentum counter for now. All right, Hope comes over here. Hope is here. Atlas Bear, right place, right time. What do we want to do? We could try to remove that helmet. Stay in this form. Alright, we don't need to get rid of that one. So we can overwatch this. Almost pay for all this stuff, huh? Then use Atlas Bear to play Deaf Focus, and Sense of Justice to play Right Place, Right Time. So 3, 4, 5. Put Diamond back here. Clear 5, clear 5. With Overwatch, he can then clear that one. So Wolfsbane will name event. It is an event. Do this. She's out. Question is, do we want to do this? Do I need more side schemes in play? Pistol. Digging deep. Hits for 2. He's down to 19. Let's go for it. Let's see what we put in play. Oh, there's nothing there. Alright, so no one way or another. Alright, if I flip, I think I've just got to flip 7. Put something in my hand. I guess Outlaw is the smartest one right now. And I'll swap this with one way or another. Okay. His turn. He's got 6 cards. We can clear some of these side schemes. So Phantom X and Superpower Training are going to play Grey Malkin. I'm going to heal 2 with the Safe House. I'm going to use Professor just to draw a card. Build support. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to... I'm going to use Grey Malkin to play Endurance to go to 12. Mind Scan is 4. That'll go up to a 5. I'm going to thwart for 1 with Sunspot. Bring this down to 4. And then Cable's going to clear it. And ready. Doing nothing, but setting it there. Readying this. Draw a card. Doing nothing but that. These cannot be played. Oh, I never used Hope, so Hope should have just attacked for 2. Okay, then I'll use Grey Malkin to play Establish Perimeter. I will thwart that for 4. It goes away. And we each get a tough status card. Difficulty's not bad. This guy's pretty tough, but other than that, we're in good shape. We'll use the Mind Scan to play the Build Support and put 6 on it. And then Deadpool will remove this card here. I lost to Juggernaut, beat the other 2 so far, so that is where it is at. Doesn't seem too bad. Juggernaut just needs a little bit of a plan, so I'm not sure that a Precon has that specific plan. And I like to flip up, flip down, and it may not be the best method. I think Protection is going to eat him alive. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. I like all these, actually. 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, I don't like this one, right? All right, there we go. There's our pouches. So that could be a 4. All right, he's adding 3 threat to the main scheme. He is going to come over here and scheme for 1, 2, 3. Hey, it's only 3 this time. He's going to attack here for 4, but I have a tough status card. 4, 5, 6. Tough goes away. Like that. He's going to assault, which will surge into an overburdened. Either discard a resource or take 2 damage. Let's discard. We'll discard pouches. Because I can go get it. In case everybody's freaking out. And that surges into take damage equal to Juggernaut's attack or discard the highest upgrade or support you control. So I have to get rid of my pistol or take 4 damage. I have the tough. I'll get rid of the pistol. I don't need damage right now. And Vanquisher is going to return the support you control with the highest value to your hand. Nope. The safe house. Man, yeah, he's knows what he's doing. And Shadow of the Past. It's like the same turn I got last time. This time, though, I can thwart for 4. So I can get rid of Back to the Future. Okay, this is coming over here. Maybe don't play Safe House this time. Play it not Safe House. All right, first thing first, I'm going to thwart this for 4. No, I want to spend something on Gray Malkin, right? Oh, I can't. So now I'm in that same boat. That's funny. All right, I'm doing it. Safe House. Using Gray Malkin. Thwart this for 4. It goes away. I ready. This ready. So we each draw a card. Oh, my pistol went away and now I can't get to my pouches. Now I look like an idiot. Okay. So now we got to take out Strife. Take out Strife. Stubble. So she'll thwart here for 2. Cable will thwart it for 4. Build support. Search for a support with 3 or less and put it into play. So I have this one. I have crew quarters. All right, so we'll go with the Uncanny X-Force. So now when I thwart side schemes, I get -1 consequential and +1 threat. Is it my allies? Allies you control. And it's as long as everybody's an X-Force, and she is X-Force, so we're good. All right, and then you also get to do the same thing. But I don't have a lot of supports here. Come on. There, I can't get that one. I think my only other support is Pip the Pug. I really should learn and put helicarriers in. Okay, so that is there. Now I need to punchy. So Psychic Kicker will ready her. So now she punches for 5. So she'll hit Strife. He's a 3, 4, 5. Done. Pouches will play my Temporal Leap. Gray Malkin will play Call for Backup. Not super worried about Vanquisher. Deadpool will get rid of 2 threat off of here. I don't necessarily need to flip. I could pay and make this turn work. Let's try it. All right, so Nina can swap a card with this card if she wants to. Don't need to. Can take one of these back into my hand. Maybe Diamondback would be good. Then I can put a card on top of my deck. Jackpot. All right, I will flip up. That was Pip the Pug. What do we need here? What do we need? A little bit of threat removal. A little bit of damage. 3 resources of the same type. Alright, so for Justice, Outlaw, and the actually Lucky Pistol will flip his helmet. Let's try that. Then let's use which 2? Do you want to do Diamondback? Sure. We'll use these 2. Could put White Fox on top. We'll use these 2 to play Diamondback. Diamondback will jackpot for 3. Hit him. Hit him. He's down to 14. What did I do when I was flipped down? Did I draw a card or heal? I don't think so. So I'm going to heal. Then I'm going to swap this with this. Oh, jackpot goes back in. Hold on. I don't really need to swap White Fox now because it'll just end up back in my hand, right? Yeah, we're good. And Domino will punch for 2. 12. I am focused, yeah. Do I have a preference between Cable and Domino? I mean, I think like a lot of people, I like Domino. I'm telling you, people, like Cable solo is just going to be a menace. He gets worse as you add players. And he could really get frustrated, but if he could get that steam going, I don't think even his thing is going to stop him. Even pulling Technovirus Purge back, none of that matters. So he's serious business in solo. But as you add players, he can get a little trickier and tougher to do what he wants to do with those side schemes. If you can find ones where side schemes have a static amount and they don't increase, he's going to be real good. For those ones that they've added. All right, we're adding this one here. Yeah, I am thinking a lot. Yeah, Domino's she's tricky to play for sure. All right, Cable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we got him flipped. So now he's just attacking for 2. We got Push Ahead. We got a Telekinetic Blast, which is now 10. So we're keying in on all that. All right, so we're going to add 3 here. He's going to attack over here for 2. It's fine. We're just going to take it. 2 plus, attach this card to the activating enemy. So he's got a force field. So 3 total, 9. So now I have to deal 2 damage to discard this card. All right, and then over here he's going to attack for you are stunned. Oof, it's like, where are the triples when I have a tough? And then when I don't have a tough. Oh, goodness. All right, Mind Scan. Place 2 on main scheme, 1 additional for each side scheme in the victory display. Oof. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll bring it to 13 out of 18. So that's getting up there. All right, she gets a trample. Attack the ally with the fewest hit points. That's going to be her, which is fine. 2 plus 1 is 3. Diamondback is out. There's no overkill because his helmet. And I get a Creeping Willow, which will attack me for 1. Doesn't have Surge. All right, Hope goes over here. Don't have that. Don't actually have anything that lets me draw. I do have this good workout that I could play. He's got guard. I don't have my gun over here, huh? All right, so Hope attacks for 2. And then I could get, do I just play White Fox? It's kind of a lame play, but I guess I just play a good workout and get White Fox into play. So we'll swap these 2. I'll use Digging Deep and Def Focus to play a good workout, which will discard White Fox to deal 5 damage to this, so he's out. Then Yeah, this isn't super fun. I will remove my stun. Use this double to play lucky and good. Alright, he can remove 9 threat. He could also deal 10 damage. Can I do all of those things? 3. Not easily. One, 2, 3. I'm 1 resource short. Man! Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have them all there. So he's going to remove 9 from that to bring it down. So I should deal with this. Bringing that one down. So that will bring it down to 4. So you can clear it. What are we going to do? Wow, as long as we don't flip, she can block. We'll be good. Okay, we're good. That jackpot is weird. Weird spot. Yeah, there is smoke coming out. You're not lying. All right, so 4 to clear this. Call for backup. Hold on. Do I have Phantom X in my hand? It's a pain. Oh, no, I can get Phantom X, right? Or, yeah. Okay, so that will... I gotta spend Grey Malkin first. Okay, 1, 2, 3... Sorry, I'm not clearing that. I'm playing Telekinetic Blast, which is going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4. That won't be there, so it's going to deal 10 damage, bring him down to 2. Then I will ready that. We all draw a card. We all get an ally into play. Telekinetic Blast has a lightning, so I will put Outlaw into play here. Over here, I'm going to get Phantom X. Phantom X gets EVA. Don't have to shuffle that. All right, and I ready, and that readies. Then I will spend 1, 2, 3 to play Push Ahead. Push Ahead. I have to use the crew quarters, so I'll keep the sidearm. Got it. Push Ahead clears 10 threat, actually, because I have his 4-3-3 stat line. Okay. Oh, shoot, I didn't get rid of that force field. So Deadpool will attack him first, deal 2 damage, add an acceleration. That's my bad. Phantom X and EVA will remove 2 threat, bringing this down to 1. He will flip down, heal 2, draw a card with Professor. What do I want to do? I'll put a sidearm out on Deadpool. Yeah, you know what? I'll put it on Phantom X. All right, we're good. Hopefully damage is coming soon. 1, 2, 3. Well, we got a pistol for 3. We got to flip him, and then he's going to have 42 health. Whew. All right, maybe not. Get an extra card here. So 2 turns. Probably 3 turns. I didn't deal with the shield, but now I did, Deskcry. Thank you. Yeah, I just would have had Deadpool attack before I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could pull out a fully loaded Sunspot. I could also get our weapons. Actually, that's what I need to do. So locked and loaded is going to massively increase our damage. Okay. Woo, this is fun. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop after this one so I can get ready for my day, so I can get to the store and get people Lorcana cards. So I will come back and do the other two at some point. I'll actually just leave it set up here. All right, so this is going up by 4. It's going to go to 5. He is going to attack Domino, and Outlaw is just going to block. Give Juggernaut a tough status card. Done. Then he's going to scheme over here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Never fails. Flip this, gain a momentum. Oh, good question. I don't know, Brumbe. The and makes me think they go together. Gets +1 thwart after thwarting a side scheme. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense if you got rid of the and. Each ally you control gets +1 thwart after thwarting a side scheme. It would be even worse, right? Yeah, I think they just get +1 thwart the way that reads, actually. Okay, I think I did all those things, right? Trample. He's going to attack the ally with the fewest remaining hit points. One of these two. He does have overkill now. So I will just defend for 3. Attacks for 3, 4, take 1 indirect damage. I will just put it on Outlaw. I take 1. Breakthrough. I either take damage equal to his attack or discard the highest upgrade. I'll take 3 damage, down to 8. Man, he'd be tough to get past. And that has Quick Strike in Expert. No joke. Alright, she's still exhausted. We have our correct hands here. Alright, Professor's just going to draw me a card. I need a Telekinetic Blast. I'm not going to get one. I'm going to put out Locked and Loaded with Gray Malkin. I am going to heal 2. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to clear Locked and Loaded. This clears. We both go get a weapon and put it into play. Plasma Rifle. We both draw a card. Hey, there's a Telekinetic Blast. Draw a card. Get a weapon. That is strong. Yeah, no, it's worded a little funny, Brombe. I always assumed it was +1 thwart when thwarting a side scheme, but it doesn't say that, so I would read the card as is. All right, Hope Summers will attack for 3 because she has the same stat line as me. He's out. She doesn't count towards my thing. We're all X-Force. Okay, I could play a Telekinetic Blast. This also readies. He's got a tough. So EVA will remove his tough. Phantom X will punch him for 2. Let's do this. Here we go. Sick of you, Juggernaut. All right, place a momentum counter here. If it's exposed, otherwise give him a tough status card. Come on. All right, so he gets another momentum counter. And it's another tough status card. So, what do we got to do? And he goes to 42 health. Crush him. Alright, so Deadpool punches him for 2, gets rid of the tough. Then we are going to Telekinetic Blast with Gray Malkin. That is going to hit him for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. 30. Whew. Tired of you, Juggernaut. Then we can play Sunspot. Yep. We're going to play Sunspot with 3 lightning. So he's going to come in and deal 3 damage. And then he's going to punch for 2, 25. Then we're going to use our Plasma Rifle with a Body Slide. It's going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. No, it's going to max at 4. 21. And we're going to hold our double. Whew. Okay, over here, we are going to swap our triple out with one way or another. There's one card. We are going to play another pistol. We're going to fire a pistol for 3. Oh my goodness. 18. Come on. I'm not going to quite get him down there. They are not dependent on each other. Oh, nice. Well done, Brombe. On the spot. All right. Another pistol will be for justice for 1. We'll attach for justice to the painted lady. This is a mess. I apologize, everybody. What a messy boy. All right. Lucky break is going down. We did not remove threat, so we're just going to have to stay up. So White Fox will remove a threat. Oh, do we have resources here? Yeah, so we'll use one way or another, and this one to remove his helmet. Now we can block. Okay. Gotta remember we have these two. Lucky Break is a boost card. This is such a mess. The best part of this game, but man, do I feel bad for people watching at home. Because it's like I'm not even trying. I am, I promise. Somebody said your brain is going so... It's like, yeah, that's part of it for sure. All right, we got 17 damage to do. Watch that telekinetic blast show up. Oh no, but that's a lot of psychic kickers. Okay, well, that's some damage. I mean, it's 4 here, 7. Yeah, I mean, he's dead. All right, we're adding 4 threat to here. The question is he going to do this thing? He is now +1 attack, so he's 3 attack. So he's attacking here for 3. Sunspot will block. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, Sunspot. We'll add another acceleration. Canceled or prevented individually. Okay. That is good to know. I would not have read it that way. Like, I wouldn't have thought about it. But it makes perfect sense. That's cool. All right. And then tax for 3 over here. We'll block with White Fox. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm telling you, they're all 3s in his deck. That's what's crushing you. All right, and 2 cards. Creeping Willow. Okay, we'll take it and be stunned. Figure it out. I think I have more than enough damage. And Malice will surge into Making Green. So it's going to have 6 on it. All right, Hope goes over here. So what can we swap? We can swap a Digging Deep. Outlaw attacks him for 3. Digging Deep goes in my hand. He's out. Don't have to deal with that Malice. Hope will attack for 2. Then she will be readied and attack for 4. And then she'll be readied and attack for 4. So that's going to be 8. So we're down to 7. Then, oh my god, it's Professor X. We'll fire 2 pistols. So 1, 2 damage. Ugh. We will punch for 2. 1, 2, down to 3. That's all I got. I got no damage over here. All right. So then we'll come over here. Cable will exhaust to remove his stun and use Grey Malkin to fire the plasma rifle for 4 on Juggernaut. Whew. All right, let's read before we clean up. In fact, I don't need to clean up because I'm going to end this here. So there you go. Actually, let's go to this little view here. Hey. Hi, everybody. I'm starting to wake up now. Are you waking up? So it takes a little while. I was like, oh, in 4 hours can I do this? But I cannot, especially with a lost. All right, record the amount of damage on Hope Summers in the campaign log. Whoop, 0. Mark each campaign environment as earned. All right, there you go. So then our comic says, what's that saying about the bigger they are? All right, pair up and search the house. Hope you're with me. So we got Juggernaut here on the ground. So you don't trust me on my own now? That's Hope. And Cable says, I just want to make sure nothing happens to you, Hope. Looks like this is a dead end. Wait, I think I found something. Team, we found an elevator in the basement. Get down here pronto. So this is where you shouldn't trust him. This is where they find the elevator. And then, uh-oh, it's Mr. Sinister. At last, my final test subject has arrived. Don't worry, Hope. This won't hurt much. And then we have to fight Mr. Sinister. Nice. So Mr. Sinister is neat because he has telepathy, flight, and super strength, and he'll gain those as he goes on. So it's like he's getting more powerful, and he's building kind of like heroes do. So that's a really neat fight that we have there with him and whatnot. All right, so we just need to know what's earned. We need to put more on teleported away. We place damage equal to what she had, or place threat, so she had none, and then we choose a side scheme. Cool. All right, there you go, everybody. There are the first 3 villains. So we struggled a little bit on Juggernaut. I could definitely see building a deck to take down Juggernaut. Tough is very strong against him. Having a deck of many resources, or being a triple like Nova, or being wild focused like Nova or Domino will be very strong, or having those triple resources like Hulk and what's her name do, and then staying in hero form. I like to flip, but that's kind of where the issue becomes. Could also confuse him. So I actually didn't think about that. Is that all those times I had Professor X, if I had flipped this then confused him, then he would have been able to put his helmet back on. So there's creative ways to do that. Yeah, it was turn 1 Shadow of the Past on Cable, and then he just got shut down. Then it was like Technovirus Purge, and he got confused, and I just could not get Technovirus Purge out of the way, so I couldn't play anything else. And then I just eventually took damage, and finally I drew the event that dealt damage to Domino from Cable's kit, Nemesis kit, and so it was just direct damage. Thank you for the well played. Yeah, it's definitely tricky. It's definitely thinky with these 2 characters, which I think, obviously those of us who have played a lot will enjoy. It's tricky with new people. They're adding another mechanism, so it's going to make it complex. Although I don't think the villains are too complex. They feel difficult without being complex, which is nice. Juggernaut's just punching, right? Hard. The triples in there feel harsh, but also that's the campaign where I have a bunch of extra triples in, so... Yeah, I think that's the big part with Cable is he's got big upsides and big downsides. So, and like if there aren't side schemes, his ability's not triggering. But of course, that's why they added player side schemes. But he definitely fun. And like I said, at some point, might not be me. Somebody might have it ready today, this weekend, etc. But putting together that, deck for him, probably Injustice, where he could just go to town and clear all those things and just be like, boom, 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 tough. And now my things are just killing stuff in one blow, right? Playing 3 for 13 damage. It's just like, boom. That plus attack is 16 damage. There's a stage. Next stage. Oh, play that plus an attack. Plus plasma rifle. Done. He's just going to easily 1-turn kill things because he's going to hit so hard if you wait for it. But yeah, he's going to be a little bit more of a build character and not necessarily an out of the gate. So that could be the interesting part to see where people fall with him. I'm guessing Domino is going to be the favorite of the box. Seems to be what the community was at already, just because she's got fun new mechanics, and we like that, right? Like, we like the player side schemes, but not necessarily the hero that goes with it. We like the fun new mechanics. And I think people will find some really creative ways. I think there'll be some more straightforward ways than something like Rogue, who had new mechanics, but was kind of tricky and solo. You had to really think. I always thought of Rogue as like a deck builder's dream. Like, ooh, I could come up with all these creative plans and ideas. But I think, that gets a little difficult for people. Like, you build a deck and let me play it versus let me figure it out. So there was that. Yeah, I mean, when he had 4 threat removal, then Shadow of the Past isn't that bad, but that's playing multiplayer. He's only going to have 3 threat removal in solo, so you have to find some ways to do that. Why not? Cool, so we'll come back with Mr. Sinister. I almost called him Mr. Did I say Mr. Strife before? I might have said that. It's Mr. Sinister. I might have said Mr. Strife. I'm not doing well showing my lack thereof knowledge of these, and then Strife is our final villain. He's got a neat new mechanism to him as well, so we'll play those out. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do that tonight. I know there's other people streaming throughout the day, so make sure you check out all those channels. I think Steve put up some videos that he made, so you can go back and watch those. There's a lot of people doing stuff today, so I don't want to start mentioning people and miss out on people, so I'll be careful. Since Steve's on the channel regularly, I will promote his. But, check out Twitch, check out YouTube, whatever other platforms there are. I'm sure as people get this, they'll be playing throughout the day and the weekend. And it's time for us all to celebrate, because it is here. It is exciting. Or, you know what? Instead of watching all of us play it, pick up your box today, tomorrow, Sunday, and play it yourself. And then get back to us in the various places, Facebook, Discord, on our videos, and let us know how it went for you. That would obviously be the ultimate excitement for me, is if you are playing it yourself, and maybe you're getting together a 2 or 4 player game to play through the weekend. That would be super fun. All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me early for this stream. I am going to get ready to head out, but I thank you, and I will see you around. Until next time, I'm the Brandt, and I hope you step into the portal. Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Happy NeXt Evolution Day.